That's what I'm talking about. All right. A hype train as soon as I am back. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can't bump that up to a level 2 hype train, y'all. Let's see if we can't get any more subs. Anyone got any Prime subs? Anybody? I need this music. If you go to my YouTube, you'll find all of the music I use for intros. This is just an hour-long instrumental of the... Here, I'll just play the original song really quick. If I can scroll down. It's an Elder Scrolls song. Let me get that link here. Oh, wait. Copy. Well, Trump is evil and big dumb, but I mean, there's a million other reasons policy-wise if you think that this is an election about policy that we could talk about. All right, after this song, we'll go live. Okay, guys?
For a guy like me, and your eyes are shiny like you don't see. I wish you could be mine for eternity. Could you please be mine? Hey, you trapped my soul, you broke my law. I think you're fake, cause you stole my heart, trapped my soul like a superstar. Start, bazooka, start, cause you're my 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 star. You're the perfect person for a guy like me, and I know for sure that we are meant to be. If your heart is locked, then I may have a key. Could you please be mine? Hey, you trapped my soul, you broke my law. I think you're fake, cause you stole my heart, trapped my soul like a super.
All right, we're starting. Who's ready? I'm not at 100% of my. I'm not at 100% power. Okay. Because I had to take my medicine earlier for a little bit of cleaning around the house, making sure that everything's set up for the rest of the week. All right. But here we are. We're also doing another thing. All right. We're doing another thing. We are test streaming to Twitter. but I also have no idea how to see how many people are watching live. Or if anybody even is, or if I even set it up correctly. Cancel. Even set it up correctly. Oh, shut up. Alrighty, let's see here. It just tells you the total number of views. Ah, gotcha. Thank you, Non-Fawn. How are you doing today? Essaliken, nice to see you. Oh, there's Non-Fawn. Over there on Twitter. Let's go. Check you aren't live, but it says no, because Non-Fawn is in that chat right now. Now, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure how to can I retweet this somehow? 1 second. If I make it full screen, can I retweet it? Post this. Testing some stream stuff for Twitter. Post. There we go. Well, wait, see. Green energy has failed. They are quietly defunding green projects and switching over to nuclear. Is nuclear not considered green energy? Since when? And also, like, all of the people that I know of that I've listened to that talk about green energy on a regular basis talk about wind and solar power being like supplemental things, right? It's supplemental. Not the end all be all of what our power grid should be. But I was under the impression, and maybe I'm wrong, renewable, so it's not considered green? Wait, no. But I thought that I didn't think that it was whether it was renewable or not renewable that designated as green energy. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not sure. You guys were talking about Kamala versus Trump's policies. So if we're going to compare policies, thoughts on that? We'll get into that. Trust me. Yeah, trust me. We're going to get into that. I don't have a bunch of links like collected together or anything, but we'll definitely talk about it here in a little bit. Let me open up the content suggestions. Oh no, Hassan's reaction to the Twitch bans. Oh man, there's a lot here, dude. There's a lot here. Our world in data. Green energy is literally the fastest growing market in the world. Sure, primary for renewable energy. Canada's hasn't picked up very much, has it? But what renewable? Oh, includes hydropower, solar, wind, geothermal, bioenergy, wave, and tidal, but not traditional biofuels, which can be a key energy source. Okay, so this one does not include nuclear. So nuclear isn't considered a green. Oh, well, this is consumption from renewable energy. What energy sources are considered green? I don't know what the answer to this one is, folks. That's real shit. I do not know. What is the source for on this? Because this looks like This is exactly what we just read. Oh, it's National Grid. Green energy sources are naturally replenished and do not run out, unlike fossil fuels. Okay. I always just like has a dangerous waste product too. True, but I thought that the mitigation from management on that was enough to yeah, okay. Well, never mind. I just always associated nuclear energy with green energy, so let's see. It'd be nice to see this chart with including fossil fuels, right? Wouldn't it be interesting to see? Wait, where'd that graph go? Energy, renewable energy generation by source. I'd love to see what this looks like, including fossil fuels and including nuclear. That would be really interesting. And you also could say the same about, like lithium ion batteries, you know? See, geothermal and dams take off more. Yeah, but those are going to be highly what's the word I'm looking for? Like regional. I don't want to say region locked because it sounds like a video game, but like you can't really use dams in a desert, right? And geothermal is going to be energy from inside of the earth, which might not be able to be used everywhere, right? Yeah, I was gonna bring that up, but I also don't know. It like we have to weigh the cost and the benefit. Like, how bad is it going to damage the environment right here versus like the entirety of the entire Earth heating up, et cetera, et cetera. Really quick, I don't know if there's anybody watching on Twitter right now, but if you are, I don't know if people on in Twitter chat can post links. So if you're in Twitter chat, or if anybody wants to go into Twitter chat for me really quick and try and post a YouTube link or something, that would be very helpful. Just so I can know if I can tell people there to post links, because I know I can't tell people on YouTube to post links. But yeah, if we're interested, you said that she doesn't have any policies for the economy, but we have her policies. Her policies are out there now. This creates a market for Coca-Cola and Pepsi? What do you mean? Water in scarce areas is great. Okay, I got you. All right. Well, anyways, let's see what we're going to go over today. One second. I've been getting into Twitter fights today, I guess. Yes, that's true. God damn. We're going to get into this. We're probably going to get into this soon. I can't believe. What I can't believe is that the lefties nowadays are doing the exact kind of really not even decent plausible deniability around racism. They're doing the same shit that the Nazis used to do, that we used to argue against. Back when Nazis were an actual big deal in the country, back when they were the ones that were trying to get away with saying horrible fucking shit about specific groups of people without getting in trouble. Like, those exact little dog whistly things, those exact little coded language things are exactly what we see coming out of the left now. Can you link her economic policy page? All I Googled, what it exactly did, I just looked up Kamala policy stances, and it's the first link. It's on her website. Build an opportunity economy and lower costs for families. On a day where I take my medicine right before starting stream, we'll probably go through. That might be able to happen tomorrow or the next day, maybe. It won't be able to happen this weekend though. I'm going to be at a wedding all weekend. Do you have East European do you mean descendants? What is an antecedent? No, my grandfather did not flee the Soviet. He killed the Nazis on the Western Front. So you got medicine straight? Yeah. Well, kind of. That's a really difficult thing to explain, but I didn't realize that there was because I've been unmedicated for so long and I haven't been able to even attempt to get my medicine. I guess there's the Vyvanse shortage is back. I haven't had trouble getting Vyvanse for like a year and a half. I used to have trouble getting it filled, but I guess even now, after the generic is out, there's still issues with getting it right now for some reason. So I did get some medicine. It's not my full prescription strength, which is why I'm not at 100% of my true power. But yeah, I am medicated. So do Trump at the same time? Yeah, I mean, I have Kamala's and then I have Trump's right here. But I'm not going to do this segment today just because I can already feel the ADD medicine wearing off, right? So I want to get through some of the Mimi stuff. How are they tackling red tape? What are you talking about? Right here? You doing witness while on it? If maybe. Oh, also, just so you guys know, in a little bit, I think that we have to leave at. I have to take a like 30-minute pause on stream at about 5:30 Eastern. So I will make a game time decision. I'll either put on one of my YouTube videos and just like have that playing, or we'll end stream and then start it back up. But it is more likely that I have to just play the video, just because it's not long enough really to like justify doing one stream and then starting up a whole other one. And then also, yeah, it's just like 30 minutes I have to step away from the screen. See. We could get married and have you on my governmental health insurance. Might even get college paid for it. Well, that'd be fucking based. I think it'd be fun to figure out their numbers and stuff. Well, here's the thing. These, like, when people talk about the policies that they're coming out with, we're not getting like the full bill, right? They're saying this is what our agenda is, right? So you're not going to get like in-depth, like number crunch shit off of this. You're just not going to get that off of Trump's or off of Kamala's. Damn, her shit's so much. She has so much shit compared. Oh, and then she has the compare and contrast with Trump's stuff. You don't want to. You don't throw stones. Okay. Hey, thank you for the follow, my friend. Um, be careful. Don't throw stones in glass houses, Letner Goat, because in 2020, and I believe even now, the Republican Party has just copy and pasted their policy platform from 2016. They didn't write a new one in 2020, and I don't think that they I don't think that they wrote a new one for 2024. They might have added one or two things, but it's the exact same thing, like word for word. All right, let's see here. What are we going to start off with? God, these people are just going wild. All right. Can someone do me a favor on Twitch? Okay. People on Twitch, can y'all get me while I load up this first video over here? Okay. Can someone get me the video of that Twitch panel? You guys know the one? Where is it? The race tier list that they did at TwitchCon. The Sabra panel, yes. If someone can get me that link and then shoot it to me in chat, that would be very helpful. Might get you a ban now? No, it's not a bannable offense to watch banned streamers anymore. Hassan made sure of that. So. Oh, now I'm super now. Twitch TOS. Which panel? The one where they were on the stage at TwitchCon and they had the Sabra. Yeah. Let's see here. This isn't what I'm looking for. Oh, wait, maybe this is. What should I look here? It's not this one. It'll be the community guidelines. Catch you later, S.L.I.Can. Pause. Just want to make absolutely sure. Tags, prohibited games, prohibited authentic impersonation. For suspended users, any attempt to circumvent an account suspension or chat ban by using other accounts or identities will also result in an additional enforcement against your accounts up to an indefinite suspension. You may react to a VOD or a live stream from another service of a suspended user, but you may not feature them on your stream as a guest. Got you. We're Gucci. It's not banned. It's explicitly not banned content. One second. Yeah, I think we're fine. Okay. You shouldn't stream this or do it last and shut down the Twitch stream. Man, that feels so cucked. That feels so cucked. I don't think that there's anything wrong with this. Damn. Let's think. Is there a way that we can... Yeah, I think we're fine. I'm just curious as they're putting up the... Oh, never mind. I missaw. Okay, so they're at TwitchCon. Okay. This is going to be a horrible segment. Sorry, Tron. Maybe we should watch first this one.
On that, I suspect that they probably took this.
Skip those parts that would have gotten them banned. My guy, that's the entire point of talking about it. That's the entire fucking point of talking about it. Why would I talk about it and then not show the thing that they did? Well, hold on. I'm not going to... This right here isn't terrorist propaganda. This is just anti-Semitic bullshit. Okay, we're just gonna let's just start, okay? Because we're sitting here frozen with indecision, and I'm making the executive decision to watch at least some of these things. All right.
This initiative and then forgot to change it, which I think is a massive help for the record. It's completely unacceptable. I would never be an advocate for this. We should think about the alternative reasons as to why they might have done such a thing.
Now, I just want to say this real... Did she get banned? Yes, she did. Everyone on this panel right here got banned. Everyone on this panel right here got banned. Okay. Well, I just want you to know, Sig, like, I'm not going to make it my mission. No, maybe I will make it my mission. Maybe we'll make content out of this where I berate you until you vote for Kamala Harris. Like, I don't know. I just can't imagine, like, this is a referendum on Trump. He has no policies. His policies are amorphous. His policies are with the wind. No matter who he's talking to, they could switch day to day. All right. And I love you to death, and I understand where you're coming from with it. I know that you're not coming from it in a way that I would, like, instantly fucking hate you. But holy shit, this is a referendum on what we think is acceptable in politics. And on top of that, Harris's policies are better in the first place. But no, hold on, really quick. I don't want this to be a Sieg dogpile chat, okay? Because I love Sieg. Sieg is my buddy. All right? We will approach him with peace and love. Everyone else can eat my cock, though. Just 100%, letting you know. I think Trump is going to win. I think... Okay, really quick before we get started into this. Like I've been saying for the past couple of weeks, I think that... I think it's a coin flip who wins the election. And the recent polling has only confirmed that for me. I think it's going to be a total toss-up leading up to the day of the election. And this entire election will be decided by voter turnout. It's going to be decided by voter turnout. It just keeps on going back and forth. Trump is slightly up in the polls now. In terms of 538, I believe... forecast. Oh, shit. Harris came back up. Since yesterday, I think it was Trump 53, Harris 47. I think the polling is a joke. No, unfortunately, it's not a joke. Unfortunately, in our country, people are seriously fighting their conscience to vote for Trump. Here's something that I'm like really I really think this. I don't think that the overwhelming majority of people that are Trump voters, I don't even think that they're conservative. I don't even think that they're Republicans, really. I think the overwhelming majority of people that vote for Donald Trump or would rather him win, I think they just hate liberals. I think that they just hate liberals. Now, it's not all of them, not 100%, but I would say upwards of like 85% is they just would rather anything than to ever let the Dems have a W, even when the Dems do something that they would normally like, right? Like, capitulating on the border. Yeah, it is a problem. All right, we'll let conservative Republican policy to go through. Okay, we'll vote for it. You guys win. All right, we can't defend our actions anymore. Right, we're cucking out. You guys win. Even when that happens, they would rather Donald Trump say, LOL, no. Even the people that think that the immigration issue, our border, is the biggest issue on the ballot, are praising Donald Trump for shooting down the most conservative immigration bill in decades. Well, yeah, see, we're in a hyper-partisan, annoying as fuck time too, but like, think about it. It's partisan against the Dems, right? If you look at all of the different movements that are happening right now, all of the movements are very, very, they're disparate. You got the MAGA people, you do have some regular conservatives, you got leftists, you got tankies and stuff, and then you have liberals. One thing that every side agrees on, even the ones that would normally like 90% agree with 90% of what Dems go for, even those people are against the Dems. People are embarrassed in like the age range that I'm in, right? Like below 30, people are embarrassed to say that they're Democrats. They are. And if that was applied, this is something that I'm coming to realize. What I really fucking hate in this world is when things aren't applied evenly. I mean, we're going to get into that with the Hassan Twitch ban stuff. We're going to get into that with a whole bunch of different things. But yeah, Yellow Sock Gang, let's fucking go, Justin. But things aren't applied evenly. The criticisms that apply to Democrats for so many of these things also apply to Republicans. But people accept them when it comes from Republicans, and they don't accept it when it comes from Democrats, right? Or they'll look at something that the Republicans are doing that is absolutely fucking insane. Absolutely cucked shit, because they're all sitting there with Trump's 3-inch cock shoved up their ass, waiting for his next instruction on how to pleasure him. That's where the Republican Party is right now. Okay? I think it'd be backlash on the perceived power of Dems. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. There's this perception about Dems that they're the ones that are anti-free speech. They're the ones that are like misusing government power, blah, 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 blah. All of these things. But it's like a projection of what all of these other people fucking do. They say that Dems lie all the time. But like, there's so much factual basis for almost everything that the Democratic Party puts out. There's so much actual evidence for all of the good things that the Democrats have done. And there's so much evidence for the bad stuff that the Republicans have done, that Donald Trump himself has personally done. But Republicans get a pass on it 100% of the time. Leftists get a pass on it a lot of the time. And Democrats are put under a fucking electron fucking microscope to analyze every single fucking statement, every single fucking policy, every perceived policy that they might be interested in going along with, maybe that they haven't even said. Every single one of those things gets put under an electron fucking microscope when it comes to the Democrats. But the Republicans, Donald Trump can put out the broadest fucking economic statement of all time. This is what my policy is. I'm going to tax, I'm going to tariff imports. I'm going to tariff imports. Well, you're going to tariff all imports? Well, we'll see who we're going to tariff once I'm in office. Well, what are those tariffs going to look like? They could be 200, 300, 500. I don't give the exact number just because it could be anything. We want to talk about amorphous policies, or we don't know what their economic policies are. Man, Donald Trump's fucking policies are tariffs. The Gaza situation, I still don't get how Trump is gaining popularity with Muslims. I don't either. Because everything that the guy says is just placating that particular audience, but then he'll go against it because he'll say to like Muslims, look at what Harris and Biden are allowing to happen in Israel. And then he'll go and he'll talk to Jews at some Jewish dinner. And he'll say, when I'm in office, this will be over tomorrow. I'll give them everything that they need to end this conflict tomorrow, which is what people think the Democrats are doing. But the Democrats are sitting there like, what the fuck? We can't control Israel, right? We also can't break off all ties with Israel. We can't ruin our relationship with Israel. We also can't control them. And we're doing everything we can to pressure them to do the correct thing. We've made it clear what our stance is on what's happening in Gaza. And then Trump will just say to one group, oh yeah, we're going to save all the people from dying over there. And then say to another group, oh yeah, we're going to kill those sons of bitches. And then everyone just seal claps and nobody looks at both statements at the same time. We know Trump is either pro-Israel or isolationist, but Dems have to somehow be pro-Gaza and Israel. Well, Trump is either pro-Israel or isolationist. Those things are completely dichotomous. You can't be pro-Israel and also pro-isolationist, right? But Trump can get away with living in the limbo area of, well, we know that he's saying that he wants to get it unentangled from foreign involvement, so he's an isolationist. But he also says these really nice things about all these other countries that he wants to do business with. So maybe he's not an isolationist. We don't know what the fuck Trump is up to. We don't know what his fucking brain, where his thought process is going. And ultimately, I can tell you what the entire thought process is. I'm just going to get elected. It's going to fucking save me from all my legal troubles. And that's it. I was just trying to find where we agree for your world view. I wasn't trying to attack you or anything, Can't we just turn the whole region to glass? That's my favorite option. Okay, Vosh. Let's see here. All right. Well, those are my thoughts on the election. It truly is a toss-up. I don't know where it's going to land right now. There's 3 states where it's bad, right? Where everything is going to be decided. Pennsylvania is absolutely key. And it's 50-50, total toss-up. Oh, well, I guess Harris has a little bit of an edge, but it's still basically a fucking toss-up in both of these states, right? Nevada's a little bit further ahead than last time I looked, I think. Yeah. So all that is to say, everything that I just said is, it's insane that we have it's such a close election, but I think that it does just come down to, like, the Democrats have a problem with optics because everyone will believe any fucking lie that there is about a Democrat or about what liberals believe or what they want. And then Republicans have like no accountability whatsoever. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They can say whatever the fuck they want. And there's no repercussions from their voters or from the party. As long as they're aligned with Donald Trump, they can say and do whatever the fuck they want, you know? So that's where we're at. Like this election is a referendum on what we want our country to look like going into the future. Even more so than 2020. Like the conspiracies have gotten worse. People have gotten stupider. I don't even think that most Trump supporters believe everything that they say, but they revel. This is the thing, and I'm calling Admiral Gibbs out. Okay, I'm calling Gibbs out. I don't think that you believe every single thing that you fucking argue. I think sometimes you say something that's retarded, it triggers a lib in the middle of a debate, and then you'll keep on like ramming that down. I think that you'll do that shit too. And if you want to fight about that, then we can fight about it after the scheduled break that I have to take in stream. But tell me that that's not fucking true. I would have felt much better with Biden as my nominee. Why? I think that the polls would look worse. I think the polls would look worse. You should have heard him on CuteBot as Admiral Libby or Admiral Libs. You were on CuteBot? Why? Biden had no chance of winning. Like, I don't know about that. But the thing is that it was like so... Everything is so fucked right now. I don't think that there's literally any politician in the entire world that the Democrats could put up that actually represents the values of the like broader Democratic Party, that represents the values of the like Democratic voters. I don't think there's a single Democrat alive today or dead that could run that would get any votes from these people. It 100% revolves around a cult of personality around Trump. If it was Biden, it would be a battle of dementia patients. Yeah, but like I was saying earlier, the electron microscope, that every single fucking thing any Democrat says or does literally fucking ever, like, Trump has been doing some weird shit. He's been doing some dementia shit, okay? Trump went on stage and swayed flaccidly for 40 minutes instead of taking any more questions at a Q&A. He just played a bunch of weird fucking music. Pavarotti, followed by YMCA, followed by My Heart Will Go On. Like, Trump doesn't, you know, because someone had a medical emergency, right? Yeah, there were two people that had medical emergencies. And then after those were taken care of, he just continued to sway. They didn't sit there inside and they were waiting for them to leave for 40 minutes. Oh, then they were already fucking dead. No, it was for 40 minutes. No, they didn't sit there for 40 minutes with people who were critically fucking sick. I think maybe one did die. Huh, 2 people dying at Trump rallies in 1 year. Crazy. How's it going, Aaron Small? If you can find me evidence that they were sitting there inside the fucking thing for 40 minutes instead of taking them out into the ambulance, I'll retract my statements. But my understanding is, based off of the several articles that I read and the multiple people that I've heard talk about this, including Republicans, including conservatives, none of them have said that they were sitting there the entire time treating their wounds or trying to revive them. And if they did, those EMS people should be fired. Because if there's people that are critically injured and you're not taking them to the fucking hospital, I'm sorry, but you guys want to talk about Kamala Harris not going on to doing enough interviews? You want to talk about Kamala Harris not campaigning and like telling anyone what she has? Like we just looked, she has more sections in her policy plans on her website than Trump does. There are more words in every section than in Trump's. We haven't had a chance to read it yet, so maybe it's bad policy. Maybe that's the case. But you can't say that she doesn't have any policies. You can't say that she's not going on to adversarial interviews. But you know who is? Donald Trump. I like how that's the only thing that you're responding to, Admiral Gibbs, because you know and I know that Donald Trump is avoiding the press. He is avoiding anyone that might disagree with him when it comes to the interviews. Trump turns softball questions into career-destroying quotes. Yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah. Also, I'm getting sucked back into Warhammer 40K. Like,
childcare.
Again, I'll play this over and over and over and over and over until it gets through people's fucking heads. This person asked a question about childcare.
Make childcare affordable. And if what specific piece of legislation will you advance?
Well, I would do that, and we're sitting down. You know, I was somebody, we had Senator Marco Rubio, and my daughter Ivanka was so impactful on that issue. It's a very important issue. But I think when you talk about the kind of numbers that I'm talking about, that, because look, childcare is childcare. There's something, you have to have it. In this country, you have to have it. But when you talk about those numbers compared to the kind of numbers that I'm talking about by taxing foreign nations at levels that they're not used to, but they'll get used to it very quickly. And it's not going to stop them from doing business with us, but they'll have a very substantial tax when they send product into our country. Those numbers are so much bigger than any number.
It's just fucking word salad. He's not saying fucking anything. Also, am I losing my mind? Am I having a stroke? Why are there so many typos that completely make people's chat messages unreadable? Kia Cinta turned down Cammy, so now they are extra salty about Aiden Ross. Kia Cinta? Who is that? Kai Cenat? Bro, come on. If you don't pay attention, it sounds like he's making sense. True. At the McDonald's, so here's my thing. Why is everybody freaking out about the McDonald's thing? Like, are there funny little memes that can come out of that? Yes, but also like I see some people legitimately mad about it on both sides. Can someone explain to me what the controversy is? Because I've seen conservatives mad about it. I've seen liberals mad about it. It just seems like regular, like, is that not something that happens during elections? I feel like they have. Because it was just a thing. I don't feel like it was good or bad or anything. It just feels kind of like a blank space in terms of how important it is. I don't know or care about the McDonald's thing. But see, like, this is the weird shit. Like, Gibbs, like, you're doing the weird thing that I think is so fucking weird. You see something that's totally fucking normal. from Trump, right? Like one of the few times he does something that's just like normal politician things, and you're like, yo, why don't politicians do this? This is amazing. This is so fucking cool. And then like you ignore all the fucking horrible shit that he does because you don't care if he breaks the rules. You don't care. That's what makes me so mad about lefties. That's not what I'm doing. Yes, that's literally what you're doing. And like 1-to-1. 1-to-1. Like this talk to Gibbs. I'll talk to Gibbs, but I told him like it's going to have to happen after I have to listen. I have to in a couple of minutes drive my girlfriend to her class, but it's like right there. So I'm going to drive her to school and then drive back, and then I'm going to start stream again. And then we'll have time for like an actual conversation if Gibbs is down for it. That's the reason I'm not inviting him on right this second. Otherwise, I would. If I'm here, sure, based. Well, it'll be like in an hour. In like 30, I don't know how long it'll last. Okay, well, I'm leaving in 10 minutes for that. I'll put on one of my YouTube videos, just full screen, and I'll be back before that's over. And then, yeah, then we'll continue like the full stream. But he was clowning Cammy and everyone knows it? Wait, how is he clowning Kamala with the McDonald's thing? I've just seen pictures and like yassified edits. That was the whole bit. What's the bit? She lied about being a McDonald's worker? Is that what this is about? Okay. My understanding is that people reached out for comment to the McDonald's that she claimed to work at, and that McDonald's said that they don't know if she ever worked there because it was 30 fucking years ago. Did McDonald's corporate come out with say something? If you can find me McDonald's Corporation's statement, link that to me. Yeah, send me an article. We can do that before I have to leave. But we have 8 minutes, so you better get it to me fast. He's avoiding the press, hard questions, and any detail on policy because that's what wins elections in the modern era. True. Do you think it's possible that the polls are overcorrecting for Trump and in reality we'll see a big win for Kamala and Dems in general, or do you think the polls are accurate? Here's the thing. There's little things on the edges here and there that you can point towards and say this is favoring Trump a little bit more. Like I think last week there was I think there were like 10 polls released last week, or maybe it was the week before. 8 of them were partisan Republican, like the Republican Party, like the RNC, paid for these polls to be conducted. Now, both sides of the aisle do that, right? It's a good way to get a pulse on, like a finger on the pulse of what your voters are doing and shit like that. But it's also, a nice little way to make it look like you're doing better in the polls than you are, so that it encourages people to go to the polls for you. So 8 of them were pro-Republican polls. One of them was a partisan Democrat poll, and one was a nonpartisan poll, and you could see the effect immediately of that bumping Trump up slightly in the polling. And helping him out in terms of like the perception there. But no, it's very close. And again, like when I say that, like I'm talking about things that are around the edges, and it's really, really hard. It's really, really hard to like make that decision whether like Trump is being overrepresented, unless you have like an in-depth knowledge of what the specific poll is saying and who they're who they're polling and what methods and what questions, et cetera, et cetera. Public polls are also cheap. Wish we could see private poll data. Well, the private poll data is going to be paid for by one of the two parties, right? Except for like, wait, maybe I'm misunderstanding you. You're talking about like CNN polls versus like Rasmussen, or let me see here. I mean, when they both can't confirm and then her story doesn't match. I take it you didn't even link an article. Oh, wait, no, you did. Sorry. I thought I was sitting here waiting for you to link the article and it was already up above where I could see it. Let's see here. It does not have complete employee records dating back that far. Oh, so this is a lie to you then? Oh, sorry. I thought that this was it. I didn't see the continue reading thing. Why would they have access to pay stubs from the 1980s? They couldn't find any contemporary employees either? She never mentioned working at McDonald's until 2019. What relevance would it have? Why couldn't former employees be found? I don't know. Why couldn't they find the employment records of Kamala Harris? So if they couldn't find the employment records for Kamala Harris, why would they be able to find it for anybody else? I'm sorry, this is the fucking stupidest line of attack, and that's saying something, like, given the place that we're at politically in this country. Like, this is like the saddest fucking line of attack. I'm sorry, this isn't evidence. You want to talk about... they're pointing to the lack of evidence as evidence. You realize that doesn't work, right? Okay, I have to go. But you realize... I want you guys to realize that you're pointing towards the lack of evidence. That's what this entire thing is saying. We don't have any evidence, therefore... No, Sansel Rand, no, I invite him to come on after I get back because the conversation would have only lasted 5 minutes and we wouldn't have been able to do anything. Okay? Really quick, we're going to go to my channel. Wait, can I just go to my channel? Instead of my videos? Here, one sec. Okay. I will be back in just a moment. Oh man, everything's so short. Here, we'll put this in the queue, and we'll put this in the queue. All right. I apologize. All right. I apologize that I'm doing this, but this is the only way that I could stream today. And I told everyone in the Discord that I would be streaming today. So this is how we're going to have to do it. All right. Really quick. I'm also going to do this. If you guys haven't already, please join the Discord. If that link decides to pop up, copy. Oh my God, why does it not want me to copy? And then I'll put that into, I don't know how many people are watching on Twitter or X or whatever we like to call it nowadays. And then I'll put it into the Twitch chat. All right, join the Discord. Fun stuff happened there. You get notifications for when I go live, etc., etc. I will be back shortly. I'm just going to be driving somewhere and driving right back. So should be about maximum 20 minutes. You shouldn't be able to get all the way through this video. But that's how it is. I will be back in just a moment. Oh, wait. In just a moment. I think I've decided where the line is for me for when someone deserves cruelty. Because I don't think cruelty is just bad always. Sometimes people deserve to be talked to in that way. Sometimes people need to have their entire world shattered in front of them. Sometimes they need to be completely embarrassed and shock and awed out of ever showing their face in public, right? Or at least showing their face in public while saying the things that they do. And damn, there are a lot of people, and it's not confined to one political side. Yeah, we need to be cruel. we need people to be embarrassed to say some of these things in public. We need people to be embarrassed. We need people to be utterly fucking ashamed of the way that they talk in public. They need to be, we need to make them feel the shame that they ought to have been taught to feel when they were a child. You know, like we learn very early on to feel shame for being naked around other people, right? We learn very early on to feel shame for doing something socially unacceptable, like burping at the dinner table or something, you know? What else? There's so many things that we're just at a very young age. We're taught this is socially unacceptable and that you should feel embarrassed when you break these social conventions. Not enough people feel fucking shame, dude. Nah, bro, you tried overextending and now you got the clap back? What the who the do you think I'm talking about? I don't know. I don't even know who you're responding to. I'm at the point where I just assume all the dumbasses confidently spewing BS are Russian bots meant to enrage me. No. Get it through your thick fucking skull, baby blasphemy, okay? No, it's not all Russian bots. Maybe that's like a good way to cope with it. But at the end of the day, these are real ass fucking people that live next door to you. Okay, that are saying some of the most unhinged, disgusting fucking things that you could possibly imagine. And then all of the slobbering fucking that are around them will defend it because they have like broadly political like agreement over like some things, and they're willing to look past the utterly batshit fucking disgusting things that people on their side are saying. Like Like literally the only political faction right now that will hold their own to account are the Democrats. The only fucking people that will ever criticize their own are the Democrats. What the fuck? Like, leftists don't do it. Conservatives broadly don't do it. Republicans certainly don't fucking do it. Communists, fascists, like, it doesn't fucking matter. There's just literally no accountability for anybody on any side unless you're a Democrat, and then you have everyone holding you to account, including your own side. What the fuck? I'm 100% coping, but it keeps me from crashing out. Well, you know what? I can't blame you for that. Did I miss the rage? You did not miss the rage, Testy. I haven't even taken a hit off of my fucking vape, all right? I'm still sober. Yeah, I want to find a nice healthy balance. I want to find some people like the Kevin Castley guy who used to be like a weird neocon is now like he just tweets stuff that's insane. Like this guy's entire Twitter is just like there was peace in the Middle East before Zionism. Anna Kasparian is becoming based. Didn't she like I'm leaving the left. I'm now politically homeless, like officially. She was talking about people like Kevin Castley, by the way. Weird tankies too. Like it's like this tweet right here. He just stopped responding to me. At issue in the war on Gaza and Lebanon is the question of whether or not you believe people have the right to resist. Blah, 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 resistance, blah, 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 blah. Is there a form of resistance, or if their form of resistance was publicly raping 5 people with firearms every day, do you think that they should have that right? I forgot to put every day. No, I'm not a Zionist, Ansel. So you're saying there are some limits to what actions people can take as acts of resistance. The IDF is not a resistance force. I'm talking about the people that you're celebrating up here. And the entire point is that maybe we can agree that people have the right to resist against their oppressors. Maybe we can agree on that easy. But you know what we can't agree on is the ways they go about it. Someone should be cruel to him. He's a weird tanky guy who's celebrating whenever a Jew dies. Andrew Wilson and his wife are like constantly, like their entire personality is just like, I hate women. They're toddlers who don't deserve rights. That's their entire personalities. What the? What is this? I've not heard about the shelter and services program. I haven't heard anyone talking about that. Okay. We should watch content. And then once we're officially ready to fight, we'll see if Kevin Castley's still going. I need to get into a mood. The using the disaster for political reasons and people are lying about it. Yeah, all of these people that are like blatantly lying about the natural disaster funds, they should be shamed. If they're journalists, they should be fired. They're lying to people. They're using the deaths from a natural disaster to lie to people for political gain. I will never, ever, 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 ever accept someone in my chat telling me to be more understanding of the other side until they give me something to actually understand. When it's not just a blatant lie, that's when I'll start trying to be more understanding again. Because I've spent the past 3-4 years trying to understand and trying to be empathetic and trying to be understanding and, you know, trying to get where people are coming from. I hate conservatives. You not anyone in my chat per se right this second, but like these conservatives, they live in a world of lies, and they can be proven. They can have it proven to them that what they're saying is a lie, or that what someone is telling them is a lie. And they'll sit there with a glazed over look on their eyes and then just say, yeah, but what about the border? And then they'll forget that you ever proved to them that what they believe is just like not reality. These people should be shamed out of ever opening their stupid troglodyte like maws with teeth rotted out because they were too skeptical of Big Pharma to ever brush their fucking teeth. They have diabetes because they don't believe Big Pharma that sugar will give you diabetes. They're all fat with no teeth, but they have their feelings. Ask me if I give a about anyone's feelings with an IQ under 70. That's 90% of the Republican Party right now. They need to be rehabilitated. They need to be put back into remedial schools. These people are insane. I live in a country. I'm sorry, Tron. Blur the word. I live in a country full of these people are crazy. And I just can't get over it. I can't get over it. I can't get past it. I keep on talking about it. I can't move on to another segment because I've been thinking about it all day, scrolling through Twitter, looking at the news, switching off of Twitter. Okay, I'm going to look at Facebook for the first time in 6 months. Jesus Christ. Normies saying bullshit and thanking the people for feeding them bullshit. It is crazy. Like, I don't know how to get past it. I don't know how to even move on from stream at this point. What's the point in talking about anything in the news, anything that's factually, actually on the ground happening, if half of the country just believes the opposite of whatever the government says? I haven't said anything bad yet. This is exactly what Putin wants. Yes, it is exactly what Putin wants. He wants half of my country to remain in blissful ignorance about anything that's happening in the real world. Yes, Putin has captured the entirety of conservative thought in the United States. He has latched on to the cult of personality that Trump has built around himself and feeds these people soy slop every single day in like the perfect little oinky pigs they are. Eat the soy slop up. Pieces of bacon. Like it's crazy, man. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. This is exactly what Putin wants. Like, in a way, you're right, but I don't think that the way you're using it is the way that I'm using it right now. I just don't think so. Jesus. All right, let's just like watch some videos. Let's see if we can break the doom spiral that I've put myself into. But then you aren't interested in acknowledging the counter to this, which is that the Dems are lying to you too. Pretend like it's just one side, that you are above it all. There is no lie that the Democrats have pushed, or the Democratic side has pushed in recent memory that I can even think of that plays any role in anything. Show me one big lie that has made the Democrats stupider. There was a very large streamer who has a girl's name that everybody seems to hate, but he had a really good analogy. It's like there are two kids that walk into a classroom. One shit himself, pulled the shit out of his pants, smeared it all over his hair and face, and then smeared it all over the walls. And then there's another kid that came in and he has a bad haircut. And I'm being told right now to criticize both of these kids at the same level, where you can be morally lucky. It's cool. You realize I haven't always been a hardcore Democrat before, right? You realize I've gone through plenty of political journeys throughout my life and plenty of different moral understandings of the world. This isn't moral luck. I've arrived here after years and years of trying to understand what the world is like going on around me. You realize that, right? You can literally go through, hey, here's like a little tip. And maybe I'm being a little bit too patronizing right now, and I apologize for that if that's the case. I'm a little high, and it's like insane to me that someone's saying this to me. But if you want to, you can go to my channel If you go to youtube.com/@sansoul and you go to my videos and then you start from the oldest and you just scroll down, you can see my public political journey starting visibly when I was a leftist, but I was a hardcore centrist before that. You can see me being angry at conservatives. You can see me trying to be empathetic and understanding of conservatives. You can see me trying to be understanding of leftists. You can see me being cruel to leftists. You can see me trying so hard. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is true. This isn't about moral luck. This is about looking at the world around me and believing my eyes and ears, and seeing other people who refuse to believe the truth that's right in front of them. This dumb right here. Why? How could anybody ever say? I don't know. Anyways, he's the worst thing. He is the worst thing that's happened. Thank you, X-Rocks. This is literally the way the world is right now. We're never gonna get off of this doom spiral. Trash Cat Heckin' Chonker, thanks for coming through. How's it going? There are issues prior to Trump that caused the ability for Trump to get elected. Trump is far worse. Yep. You can say not me in particular, but like, goddamn, dude, this is just like true facts. This is just insane. I live in a world that I can't understand. I do understand the world, but I refuse to accept that understanding. My understanding of the world is people will actually rather. I think that most conservatives, this is my true belief, I think that most conservatives know that 90% of the criticisms about Donald Trump are true. I think 90% of conservatives believe that and know that. I think they do. I think that they just legitimately have so much hate in their body, and they have chosen the Democrats and anything that Democrats believe is the reason that they're such hateful little shits. Just rancid human beings with rancid personalities and rancid beliefs about the world. And they see Donald Trump going up and acting like a every single day. They go up and they see Donald Trump like, where's the clip? What? People will listen to Donald Trump speak like this and say that he is a man of action. He is a man who knows what he's talking about. He's a businessman who's ready to make business deals, who understands the issues, that knows what he's going to be doing, knows what he's doing once he gets back in office. They ask him, what will you do to like help reduce the cost of childcare? And this is his answer.
Specific piece of legislation will you advance?
Well, I would do that, and we're sitting down. You know, I was somebody, we had Senator Marco Rubio, and my daughter Ivanka was so impactful on that issue. It's a very important issue. But I think when you talk about the kind of numbers that I'm talking about, that because look, childcare is childcare. There's something, you have to have it. In this country, you have to have it. But when you talk about those numbers compared to the kind of numbers that I'm talking about by taxing foreign nations at levels that they're not used to, but they'll get used to it very quickly. And it's not going to stop them from doing business with us, but they'll have a very substantial tax when they send product into our country. Those numbers are so much bigger than any numbers that we're talking about, including childcare.
This goes on for another minute. He says nothing. It's literally just word salad. Where's the transcript? We had, what specific piece of legislation will you advance? Well, I would do that, and we're sitting down, you know. I was we had Senator Marco Rubio, and my daughter Ivanka was so impactful on that issue. It's a very important issue, but I think when you talk about the kind of numbers that I'm talking about that look like childcare is childcare, it couldn't, I'm sorry, it's just such word salad I can't even read it. You couldn't know there was something you have to, wait, what the?
Couldn't, there's something, you have to have it. In this country, you have to have it.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. That's like literally just like it's correct. That's literally what he said. You couldn't know there's something you have to have it in this country. You have to have it. But when you talk about those numbers compared to the kind of numbers that I'm talking about by taxing foreign nations at levels that they're not used to, but they'll get used to it very quickly. And it's not going to stop them from doing business with us, but they'll have a very substantial tax when they send product into our country. Those numbers are so much bigger than any numbers that we're talking about, including childcare, that it's going to take care, or we're going to have, I look forward to having no deficits within a fairly short period of time, coupled with the reductions that I told you about on waste and fraud and all the other things that are going on in our country, because I have to stay with childcare. I want to stay with childcare, but those numbers are small relative to the kind of economic numbers that I'm talking about, including growth. But growth also headed up by what the plan is that I just told you about. We're going to, and people want me to take this guy seriously, and you want me to take the opinions of people that support this guy seriously? It's like a school child trying to give a speech he forgot to prepare at home. True. It's just like, man, dude, I'm tired of the talking down to Democrats about not being understanding of the other side. Brother, I understand the other side. And the other side doesn't want to live in reality because they just hate liberals more than they love anything else. More than they love their quality of life, more than they love their country, more than they love the Constitution, more than they love America's position as number one in the world. They hate Democrats more than they love anything else politically. It's like the oracle at Delphi. Priests of Apollo have to interpret the ravings and find a policy in it. 1 second. As long as you act in a dignified manner, you can strip the legitimacy of our systems. Frankly, y'all, while Citizens United and the Patriot Act are still in place, Citizens United and the Patriot Act haven't this country in the way that Donald Trump has. I'm sorry to break it to you. Yeah, 2 shit sandwiches. My critique isn't one side is better than the other. That's the whole point. Thank you for making it for me. One side is markedly and demonstrably better than the other. This isn't the choice between a nice deli roast beef sandwich with all of the fixings that you want, a little bit of mayo, a little bit of mustard, a little bit of aioli, I don't know, in a ham sandwich that you made at home on white bread with no cheese. It's the choice between a pretty zhuzhed up sandwich that you can make at home, ham, turkey, roast beef, maybe a little slice of cheddar from Boar's Head, a little bit of mayo. Not quite what you would get ordering out, but you know what? It's pretty decent, and I would go in for seconds. The choice between that and someone telling you that they're going to bring you a sandwich later. That's what the actual comparison is. You don't even get a sandwich at the end of the other person. At the end of the day, they're just ass and telling you it's a sandwich. Trump had 4 years to attack the Patriot Act. If you're not a fan of those policies, Trump isn't your guy. Well, I don't think that what Bongan stuff is saying. I think that Bongan stuff is just a political nihilist. And I feel like there was a point where I was a little bit of a political nihilist. I kind of hated everybody. But you know what happened? I grew the fuck up. I hit 27 years old, and I started to realize, hey, you know what? I need to stop being, some troglodyte like near Zoomer who's just angry about the world. Maybe I should understand what the world is and what's going on in the world. And maybe I should re-enroll in college and get my degree. Let's go. And, it's just maybe it literally is just an age thing. Maybe the Zoomers really are just us, but I don't think that that's it. I think that there's half of this country that just hates the country or hates the liberals in this country more than they love anything else. I think that's what it is. There is no major piece of policy that both Democrats and Republicans agree on, because the second the Republicans realize that the Democrats are on board, they about face. Look at the immigration bill. Look at the immigration bill, my guy. It was written by a Republican. It had majority Republican support in the Senate and in the House. The Democrats were about to vote on it, and they all turned their back because they love Trump more than they love anything else. And it will fuck over the Democrats if Donald Trump gets to talk about immigration for the next 6 months. I want to live in a sane country. I just want to live in a sane country. That's what I want. That's all I want, man. I want to be able to like have fun on stream watching other people's lives fall apart because I'm such a stable person, like emotionally, mentally, spiritually, relationshipally. I love watching other people's lives crash and burn. The Mr. Girl arc was hilarious. Okay? It was angering and all that shit. The dramas that used to happen on Twitch were so fun. And then we had a little bit of politics thrown in every once in a while. But now we're in like DEFCON 3. We're in DEFCON 3 in the real world. I can't even look at the funny shit that's happening all over the internet. None of it interests me whatsoever. I cannot think of the last time there was an oh, you know what? I can remember the last time that there was an interesting drama. And that was the people that I personally hated got outed as being like major pieces of shit. What were their names? The people that kept on spending all of their GoFundMe money on like furry porn. Fuck, I can't even remember their names. Nope, it's not coming to me. Nah, not Wick. Doe? No, it's someone that was connected to Poppy and Xena. That was the last drama that I was interested in. And the only reason I was interested in it was because I personally hated those people. They personally hated me and I personally hated them. And I loved watching them completely collapse. But we're in DEFCON 3. Nothing's interesting except for this. Except for watching the world burn down around me. I feel like it's the beginning. I feel like, you know what it feels like? It feels like the very beginning of COVID. Where the only thing that I could look at, was the news. To see if we were all going to turn into like zombies or have our dicks blow off because we all contracted this new virus and no one knew what any of the effects were going to be. And I was just like sitting there like, whoa, dude, this shit's crazy. We're living through history in real time. And now we are again, but nobody seems to give a fuck. They just keep on shitting on the Democrats for like the most like Z tier, like lazy things, half of which don't even really exist. Half of these things don't even happen in the real world. We're bringing back the rage, okay? This was a very long hour and 7-minute intro to stream. And this intro to stream was just about how I'm bringing back the rage. I need to get medicated. Then I need to get on stream. And then 3, I need to shit down the throats of all these subhuman pieces of shit that go around celebrating and loving terrorists or celebrating and sucking the cock of Donald Trump. I just want to and then like lean over them and do the flat foot squat over their neck, dude. Like they're not human beings. They're horrible, rancid human beings. I can't describe in words how much I hate these people on both sides. Don't get it twisted. This is not just about the conservatives. Leftists are actively on a daily basis on Twitter celebrating actual terrorists. All this race just to never beat any of them in a debate still. Oh man, I don't know whose fan you are, but that is a massive cope. I don't know, man. The world needs to change. I need to be the emperor of the planet for like 24 hours. Give me 24 hours. Okay, let's move on. By the way, if you like this content, like, comment, and subscribe. Use that Prime sub that you guys get from your Amazon Prime subscriptions. Use the fun little donation link right here. All proceeds from this are going towards paying the editor and getting me ADD medicine so that I can be a productive human being. Give me the narcotics to be able to concentrate so that I can laser focus on hating these people even more. That's my segment. Let's watch something, guys. About way of getting to the fact that, like, man, we need to shame people. People need to feel ashamed of the things that they're saying. Imagine, like, if the world was full of a bunch of Mr. Girls, right? And nobody said, hey, you're being fucking weird. Hey, you're being, like, weird as right now, the way that you're talking. And we just let that slide. And more people started saying things like Mr. Girl. And then you got shouted down for saying, hey, don't you think that, like, all these people who are talking like Mr. Girl are being kind of weird fucking freaks? They're being, like, weird fucking freaks that are talking about, like, pedophilia all the time. And then when you said that, everyone shouted you down? It's just crazy. Where is this happening? Everywhere? What the fuck are you talking about? I feel like streaming is more blackpilling me now than it is entertaining me. It's just making me feel the rage that Testy was talking about earlier. It just makes me think, like, man, I know that I've come to realize through self-reflection because of stream that the biggest thing for me is I just really hate people who are hateful little shits. I just hate people who are hateful little shits about, like, anything. I used to listen to Arch Warhammer, but he started, like, this is before I even disliked the guy, right? This is back when I was, like, still, like, big into Warhammer and listening to his stuff. I was like, man, why can't I listen to some Warhammer guy without him, like, injecting, like, some weird QAnon shit in the random middle of it, dude? What the fuck? Why are we talking about how, like, Hillary Clinton drinks baby blood in the middle of this video about the Dark Angels? What the fuck? But yeah, you got to get out of that headspace. But, like, how? Like, for the next month, that's literally all of the things that I'm interested in. I'm a political science student. That's where I'm at, right? I'm deep in amongst it. I can't fucking escape it. Oh yeah, right there. The Sonsol archives. I can't watch it back. I can't watch it back because it hurts too much. It hurts too much. I don't even know if I made good arguments or bad arguments. It's just, I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear my own voice. So you guys go watch that and tell me if I was cringe. Let's be real, there's a greater than 0% chance she eats baby. Yeah, but I would probably still put it under 1%, right? Like, people hate on Hillary Clinton because it's a very popular thing to do. I didn't grow up hating Hillary Clinton. The Hillary hate only started for me when, like, I was a big Bernie bro. So I need to, what I need to do is I need to find out why people hate Hillary Clinton so much, besides the fact that she lost to Donald Trump, right? And the fact that she blew Bernie out of the water. Like, maybe she was a little cringe, but, like, is she, like, the worst person ever? I don't know. But Pokemon Go to the polls? Hey, you know what? That was based, though. Can I just get the one little clip of her?
I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids. I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
See, that's almost endearing. That's almost endearing. I think it's sexism, personally. Personally, I think it's sexism. She paid off the DNC to get the nomination. I mean, from what I understand, at this point, people have debunked that, but I'm not sure. I mean, I just haven't looked into it, okay? It's been a long fucking time since I've given a about Hillary Clinton, but for some reason people still give a, like, Trump disagrees, well then I have to disagree with Trump. My axiomatic belief. Everything that Trump believes is wrong. No, but yeah, you can tell me all the people that disagree. Like, I would just have to look into it. It's a weird inversion there, isn't it, X-Rocks? It's a weird inversion. I mean, maybe some of the stuff about her is true and I should hate her, but I just don't know. Honestly, I'll probably never do the research because I don't think that Hillary Clinton is a particularly powerful voice anymore. Like, everyone hates her so much. Like, she has not zero influence. She probably has influence amongst, like, the bigger Dems, but outside of that, not sure how much I should actually give a fuck. But, you know, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we should be more cruel. And I'm going to get high and we're going to be cruel. We're going to say some mean shit about people without getting banned. I need to figure out how to walk that line. How to be cruel to people who should be. Stop Twitch stream? Well, no. I'm not going to go that hard, honestly. But yeah, we need to figure out like some way to. You need your wall. Is that what that means? No. But yeah, I want to find a nice healthy balance. I want to find some people. 16 point. Didn't Donald Trump tank compared to previous Republicans in Texas? Imagine such a self-report. You know, it swings to the left because it's very college educated. Holy shit. I actually didn't think it would be that big. Oh my god. It can't be real. It can't be real. Like, it's just like crazy. Shit.
Video with On Point Politics, your number one stop for all things polling and election analysis. And today we're going to be collabing with Gold Crown Politics, another accurate forecaster for the 2020 election, to see where we stand as of right now. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, Gold Crown Politics here. On Point, thanks for having me on. Let's get into it.
All right, guys, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. If you want more content just like this, hit the bell notification, share this on X, and comment down below to help us out with the algorithm as well. So essentially, we kind of averaged out our margins in certain swing states. So we have an expanded battleground map. So yes, there is 313 toss-ups, but not all of them are technically toss-up states. We're kind of just going to have an expanded map, and we're essentially going to go from west to east. That's what we'll do in this video. And what I did is I essentially averaged out our margins for all of these states that we have projected, and we have somewhat similar margins in some of the states.
Oh man, I love their methodology so much. They're just plugging and playing numbers all over the place, dude. It's so crazy how many numbers just materialize that give +5 to Trump in so many states. It's so strange. And now they're taking both of their models that are giving Trump a 99% chance to win. They're taking both of their models and they're, instead of like doing any analysis therein, they're just adding the two numbers together and then dividing by 2 to see what their combined model, like, Jesus Christ, I love fake statistics. I love people that are so confident. Like, I would never be so confident to try and make a model for this by myself that is so crazy different from every accurate pollster in the entire world, getting results that are so crazy outside of the box, and then thinking, you know what? I know something that none of these other people have thought about.
By the way, but first we're going to look at Gold Crown Politics' 2020 margin. He re-weighted all of the polling averages, you know, from 2020. He was able to get the popular vote even closer than mine, and he was able to get the swing states even closer to me as well, which is pretty crazy. And we look at this, and this is the map he would have gone here. Applying the swing state polling averages, he would have been able to get them even more accurate. States without polling averages, they kind of rely on a national trend and, you know, guessing of the demographics. But essentially, he would have gotten a perfect map in that election, and I also have a perfect map with a similar system. Our models are similar, but still slightly different. But my model, as you can see right.
Ooh, thank you. Let me wait. In which Discord? In mine? In a DM? Oh, I haven't received it yet, which is strange. Are you sure you sent it to the right console?
Here, going to the swing states like, you know, North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Nevada, Michigan, my error in a lot of these states is only in a few directions. I actually overestimated the Democrats in all of the really close swing states, by the way. And I also got 100% accuracy in 2020 as well. And even Gallup is pretty fascinating because we can see right here that Gallup also has a...
Sounds like you need to make a video predicting Trump's going to win and then one predicting Harris will win. And we'll unlist the one that's wrong. Genuinely, that's a great idea. We should do that. I guessed this shit.
A metric that currently right now, they all favor the Republicans. Party ID/leaning is favoring them. Economic satisfaction is low. It's actually pretty low compared to the other years. U.S. satisfaction is at an all-time low. Presidential job approval is also very low. Republicans are favored on all of the issues as well. Even the preference for government activity is 55% do less, 41% do more. And this party leaning, you know, poll that Gallup does every year actually ends up being spot on. In 2008, they predicted a D+8 electorate, and Obama won the popular vote by 7.2. Here it was D+4 in 2012. Obama won the popular vote by 3.9. D+3 in 2016. Clinton won the popular vote by 2.1. And it was D+5 in the 2020 election, and Biden won the popular vote by 4.5. And why don't you look at that? We have a +3 for the Republicans right now, and both of our popular vote margins essentially are within 2.5 to 3.5 point victories for Trump, depending on which.
All right. No, that wasn't live. Now we're back to being live. Let's see here. Sorry, I took a bite of a fucking fruit bar. Nope, it was not live. Sorry. Okay, let me just put in my earphones real quick, connect them to Bluetooth, etc., etc., etc. Test out whether that I'm connected to the...
Sup, you beautiful.
I am. All right, we're back. Fruit bar. Fruit. Dried fruit bar. My girlfriend got them. But I realized I forgot how much Vyvanse kills your appetite since I've been unmedicated for a month and a half. And I hadn't eaten anything all day. And my stomach was grumbling. Rumbling and grumbling. But now we're back. All right. We are so back. All right. How is YouTube chat doing? Anyone alive over there? Answer is no. What about on X? Anyone watching over there on X? I can see that Twitch chat has still been very active since the I don't know if it's too old for you. What are you talking about? All right. Anyways, we're going to go ahead. And I'm super curious. I just clicked on this to see if my earphones were plugged in, but I wonder what this guy has to say since the Ethan Klein Hassan Piker thing was going to be what we were going to talk about now. Fubar? Fucked up beyond all recognition. I know what that means. Do you think I don't know what Fubar means? Oh, Sans, he doesn't know anything. I bet you he doesn't know what Fubar means. What does AWOL mean? What does that stand for, asshole? That's right. Sit the fuck down. All right. Sorry.
Bastards, welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show. You daily dive into the news. We have a lot to talk about on today's extra large show. But first, we got to talk about this Twitch dumpster fire.
1 second. Grackle's been watching fake news. It's a shame so many people are falling for it. All the people are saying it, but not us. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I'm not 100% convinced that Grackle believes everything that he puts into chat. Not gonna lie. Can't believe you stream on a platform that supports anti-Semitism. Bossett's sweat taste. Okay, I haven't been around for whatever y'all's upsetty spaghetti little argument in chat has been since I stepped away, but we're going to keep going. Winamp? I don't know Winamp. Oh, okay. That one's a deep cut. Okay, that's some old shit. That one I didn't know. What were we watching? We were watching this, and then we'll watch some of the other stuff. Bossit? No, my dude. You are bloodthirsty. Who the fuck is Bossit? Or am I... Is that in... Oh, shit. And I missed my buddy, my IRL buddy in chat, Oreo Bandit. Yeah, is a Twitch poll chatter. Why are we talking about Bossit? Because I knew that name sounded familiar, and I didn't think that they were a streamer. Calling them out in Wix chat. Are you the one that I can never remember who hates who? Is it you that Rezi fucking hates a whole bunch, and you hate Rezi? Ah, I gotcha. Well, I'm not getting involved in all that, okay? I'm not getting involved in all that. You guys can find amongst yourself. All right, let's see what Philip DeFranco has to say about this Twitch stuff. We'll get into this is actually a good thing to keep up. Where can we actually see? Where is it that says that you can't? You can't play. Oh my God. Why is Hassan not banned, dude? You're not allowed to mock the event or victims or deny the occurrence of well-documented hate crimes or to deny the existence of documented acts of mass murder or genocide against a protected group. Jesus Christ. And he's still on the platform. Here's a conspiracy theory that I think is relatively well-founded. The reason that Hassan didn't get banned is because if he were to get banned, if it didn't happen like yesterday, then he would miss the election. And that would be untenable. They'll just never ban him right before the election. Because if he misses it because of that, then it would be, it would destroy his psyche, and it would create, problems with, the clique that they have, Did you get triggered and go on X about it? I mean, I didn't get triggered about it. I just made a couple of posts. Jesus Christ. Why do I have so many? Oh, look at that cat. Oh, look at that cat. I don't care what he's saying to other people. I want to see if they respond to me. True zone, yeah. I guess they're just all responding to each other in the... Wait, did he even respond to me? Or did he stop responding to me? Jesus Christ. They went on for a while. agree to disagree. Oh my God. You guys are like, you're defending people who are in support of terrorists. I'm not going to agree to disagree. You guys are wrong. Man, I have never seen lefties defend dog whistling so strong. It is actually blackpilling. It is actually the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. When people did shit like this, back when I was a lefty, back when I was a socialist, right? The shit show that would come up, even if it was something that actually could be defended as a joke, it would just be completely dogpiled by every leftist that you could possibly imagine. Every big name, every small name, every chatter would be up in arms over even things that were actually just a fucking joke, right? But these people are actively supporting actual terrorists, denying atrocities that the terrorists have committed, and they're just going around watching terrorist propaganda videos, recruitment videos on stream. So no, I don't think that there was much of a joke there, right? Like, I don't judge people just based off of their words written out on a piece of paper where I can read the transcript of their words. I judge people by their actions, by their words, by the way that they carry themselves when they talk about different things. You're arguing with Vadim, that guy's still around? I guess. I never really watched any of his videos, but everybody used to love him. But he's really soy. I just think it's so crazy for how much. And this kind of happened with the... Sorry, I'm deciding on whether I should talk about this at all or for risk of being banned. I'm not even going to bring that up because I don't want to get banned again. But let's see. Let's see what Philip DeFranco has to say about all of this. Let's see if they feature Dan Can't Stream, famous Twitch streamer, in this thing.
Because there are actually several different news stories.
Cucking us with the content. Ice Beans. Here, I'll DM it to you, okay? I'll DM it to you. I just don't want to bring it up on stream because I've been banned several times. All right, you know what the topic is, and then I'll tell you the rest of... I'll just omit what it's about. But basically, there's this topic where, you know, as I was getting engaged in politics really for the first time, as I was learning more about political theory, as I was learning more about philosophy, as I was learning more about all of these different things, I was a lefty and I was new to all of this stuff. And there were all these narratives around this topic. All these narratives around this topic and all these arguments and all these things that we would argue with conservatives about. And it was really solid. It was a great way to defend this community, right? And I think that all of those arguments still stand up. There have not come out any good defeaters to those arguments. But then lefties just start doing those things. All of the straw man things that the conservatives can accuse them of, they just start doing them and then attacking anyone that didn't agree after, half a decade of those arguments being the correct opinion. But now they're no longer the correct opinion, so you can't say those things. And like I said earlier, before I got back, one of the things that bothers me the most about the world that we live in now, it's not just Twitch. It's literally everything. It's in the real political world. It's on the international stage. People that do bad things aren't being held accountable, right? Even when people know that they're doing bad things, they're not being held accountable. You could say this for Israel. You could say this for, yeah, you could say this for, all of the Middle Eastern, terrorist groups that people are supporting. Like, there's just like no accountability for the worst fucking actions in society. Donald Trump can go around and say any fucking crazy thing that he fucking wants, but there's no fucking accountability. Just like Jussie Smollett. Where is Jussie Smollett now? Wait a second. On March 10th, 2022, he was sentenced to serve 150 days in county jail and 2.5 years on probation. He was also ordered to make restitution to the city of Chicago of just over $120,000 and then fined $25,000. Now, I don't know about you, but having this happen to you, he didn't try to cause a race war. And if you think that you are we just looked at the information right here, and now you're like changing the information. He spent 20 days in jail for trying to cause a race war. Now, did he only serve 20 days? Is that what it says? They filed an appeal of his 150-day sentence related to the felony disorderly conduct conviction in his hate crime hoax. The court on December 1st, 2023, upheld the conviction. So you're just wrong. But Tron, it's not worth arguing with Littner Good about this. Grackle will never be tamed. It's because people don't hold anyone accountable anymore. The court of public opinion doesn't work so well with tribalism. Loyalty to your camp is stronger than the ability to disown weirder things your camp says. That's an interesting thought. I hadn't thought about it that way because I consider myself part of like the broader American tribe. Okay, like tribalism to me, it shouldn't be Democrat truth versus Republican truth. It should just be, this is what the truth is, and we're both Americans, and maybe there's things that we disagree on within that group, but... Why is this going always fine? Sorry, buddy. It was 6 days, not 20. What I'm seeing here is that they appealed, and then it... Read the above paragraph. Oh. I just skipped to the very end. So not that one. Maybe it's one of these. One of these. Why is this not on the Wikipedia page? That's annoying. Stop. So wait, did he go back to jail or not? When was this posted? Oh, March 2nd, 2023. And this is Jussie Smollett likely returning to jail as Illinois court upholds conviction. Oh, it's still going through the courts. Or at least as of the time of the articles written. Well, now you've got me like... Is it still going through the... Oh, here's exactly the question. And this was posted when? September 27th, what? Why doesn't it have the actual date of when this was asked? Come on. Was that of this year or was this of last year? Okay, I assume that as of September 27th. When is his surrender date? So he does have to finish out the rest of his conviction. You lying sack of shit. Being a victim is the grift? Yeah, you're right. Just like Donald Trump. Every single person is against Donald Trump. Every single institution is against Donald Trump. Every single thing is against Donald Trump. Every country is against Donald Trump. Everyone is against Donald Trump. You're right. The victim grift is so fucking tired. I agree. And Donald Trump needs to stop. All right. What does he have to gain from... Listen, you're not catching me defending... You're not catching me defending Jussie Smollett.
Happening here, though, kind of at the center of it, you have Ethan Klein, Hassan Piker, and a creator by the name of Frogan. But where we'll start is with the fact that over the past few days, we've seen the platform accused of ignoring anti-Semitism by creators like Ethan Klein. Multiple content creators have been banned for what were deemed hateful comments, and all of the fallout that's come from that as creators and fans go after one another. Though technically, you could say that all of this started when Asmongold made his horrendous comments.
Now, Asmongold, I haven't watched like the whole context of what he said. I watched I think maybe a 1, maybe 2 minute clip. But new subject, stay on topic. I'm sorry. This is what I was originally trying to talk about. This is what we're talking about now. Okay. But Asmongold's statement, while it was kind of his statement was bad and it lacked a lot of the qualifiers that I would put on there, right? There's definitely a billion better ways that you could make the same points that in a way that's a little bit kinder and more understanding of where the Palestinians are. And it's also some of the culture statements were kind of stupid. Hey, thanks for the follow, buddy. But what's the difference between what Asmongold said about Palestinians and what Hassan said about Tibetans? I don't remember what he said about Tibetans. Posted in chat. I don't think he was being malicious. I mean, I don't care what his intention was. The statements were bad. However, this is, again, the only problem that I have with the Asmongold, 14-day ban is that it took people making such a big raucous noise over the double standard that the ADL had to step in and have a meeting with Twitch's CEO and their board. Okay? It took that for them to take any action against the people that are just doing like constant blatant motherfucking terrorist propaganda, that are constantly denying what happened on October 7th, constantly, doing weird panels where they rate people from Arab to love Sabra, which, and you can tell by the way they talk about it, and when we get there, I'll show you, they're talking about Jews. They rate people on tiers from Arab to Jew. I'm sorry. Fuck me. It's just insane. And the ADL has to step in for these 4 people to get a 14-day ban, right? They've been doing this shit unopposed with no consequences for a year. And now people want to fucking complain and like draw equivalencies to what Asmongold said one fucking time and what Hassan and like Frogan and all these other people have been saying every single fucking day for the past fucking year? 30-day? Oh, I thought that Asmon was only banned for 2 weeks and that these people were banned for a month. It's not terrorist propaganda, it's just racist. Well, this one right here, this is just racism. What Hassan and what Frogan have done on their streams, like disconnected from this specific event, there's been like literal terrorist propaganda played on their like literal like Houthi like recruitment propaganda videos that he played on his stream. It's literally that. He literally had a Houthi terrorist on his stream and Joe compelled around with him. Yeah, they had the ADL come in for this shit. And it wouldn't have happened, like, and keep this in mind, okay? This happened because of DGG, okay? This happened because of Destiny. This happened because of Dan, right? And, like, the broader DGG community. Like, anybody that ever talks about DGG brigading them and trying to hurt them again, just think about this instance where it actually was, when it actually was like a targeted fucking assassination, all right? This time it actually was. Just think about that next time someone like claims that Destiny's chat is brigading him, or that there's targeted harassment, because this is what happens. The ADL gets involved, right? And Twitch has to start banning people to save face or else lose advertisers. That's what brigading from DGG looks like, okay? It's discussing how people are fine with different people being killed. We have a societal problem. Yeah, it is fucking crazy to me. But what I've learned since, starting streaming back in 2020 is that no matter how morally correct your side, you perceive your side to be, especially when it comes to like the more extreme areas of like being a leftist or being a like hardcore fascist, right? Rules only apply to other people. That's the way that it is. And you can be as depraved and as dishonest and as scumfuck as you want to be. And as long as you're on the correct side, all those people on your side will defend you no fucking matter what. Just look at Donald Trump. Just look at Hassan Piker. All right? There is no accountability. With these people, there is no accountability for their own side. They will never, ever hold them accountable. And so, just to get back to what I was like in the middle of saying, like the thing that bothers me so much is the complete lack of fucking accountability and the uneven application of rules Like, what the fucking point? What's the fucking point of having a TOS where everything is laid out right here for you? What the fuck is the point of rules if some people can break the rules blatantly on a regular basis and the rules not apply to them? This is just like the problem with Twitch. And to be honest, like, I both love and hate Twitch. Okay? I love Twitch because I think that the community that can be built here as opposed to other places is really cool. There's a lot of chat engagement, which is really cool, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the inconsistency of the rules and the lack of clarity when you have action taken against you, right? Like, the entire point of rules, it feels like, at least to me, is you put people on notice that these things are against the rules. When someone breaks the rules, you then tell them what rule they broke, how they broke it, so that they don't do it again. Right? When you go to jail, the judge will, let's say you graffiti something, right? You graffiti someone's house. The judge calls you in, says, "Do you know why you're in here today? You did destruction of property. This is this is what your punishment is going to be. Do you understand that when you do this action, when you spray paint the wall, that's destruction of property, and therefore it is not allowed?" And then you let them go back into society. And if they break the rule again, then harsher punishments apply. Yeah? But with Twitch, they'll do some shit like this. You've been banned for hateful conduct. You either promoted, glorified, threatened, or advocated violence, physical harm, or death against individuals or groups on the basis of a protected characteristic, including age. And then they'll give you these examples, and then that's the entire thing. Two of my 3 bans on Twitch have been because of this rule. In both of those situations, we had no idea why I got banned. We watched the VODs back. No idea why I got banned. The one time I got banned for something else was this right here, slurs. And it wasn't me saying a slur. It was some person that used to be on stream a bunch, self-referentially calling themselves a slur. Maybe stop being such a hateful person. I'm not. I'm a very loving person. So that's the problem with fucking Twitch, okay? Sonsol, all leftists do it for fetuses, age, rules, not... Bro, you people need to type better today, okay? You guys keep on doing this thing where you're typing into chat and you're saying things, and I can tell you're trying to say something, but I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say. Enforced. No, that doesn't help me. All leftists do it for fetuses, age, rules not enforced. What the fuck are you trying to say? I don't get it. I'm trying, but I don't get it. It somehow makes less sense. Okay, we're going to watch this now.
Last week degrading Gazans, which, as we covered on the show, is something he apologized profusely for after getting banned. But then the spotlight on the situation shifted after Klein put out a video last Thursday called "Twitch Has a Major Problem." And in that video, Ethan claims that Twitch harbors anti-Semites and actively ignores it. And as some evidence, he points out that Twitch recently unbanned Sneeko and Fresh and Fit, where content creators...
We should watch that video. What's the title of that video? Twitch has a major problem. The call for murder because of age is not enforced. Left does abortion. Yeah, I'm just going to... Twitch has a major problem. Sorry, I don't understand what you're trying to fucking say, dude. Oh, okay. He is coming from a pro-life stance, saying they wish for the death of babies, and according to rules, you can't target protected classes. That's a really hard argument to make for, like, a TOS violation. Why waste time, say lot word, when few word do trick? Fucking true. Why is this all the way down
Hello,
here?
everybody. It's Ethan Klein from my basement. Beautiful Friday evening. My kids just went to sleep, and I opened Reddit to browse my community, who I love so well. And at the top of the subreddit is this very lovely clip entitled, Just a Casual Panel Provided by Twitch at their con, broadcasted on their official channel. What is it? Well, it's a panel hosted by Frogan and 4 of her friends, in which they have a tier list.
God, why does she look like the Peepo trophy?
A panel hosted by Frogan.
Kind of similar.
And 4 of her friends, in which they have a tier list where they rate people where good is Arab and bottom is loves Sabra. Sabra is a very popular hummus brand. I know in Israel, it's pretty much...
Can you imagine going to the grocery store?
Sabra.
And you just want to buy some hummus just so you can snack on that shit. And then you just like... There's just stickers all the fuck over them. Very minor annoyance, but it's just enough to piss me the fuck off.
It's a very popular hummus brand.
The Twitch
I know
stream
in Israel, it's pretty much in everybody's refrigerator. And it's kosher. They're an American company, but they've been the subject of the pro-Palestine boycott. I mean, it's kind of just Arab good, Jew bad. I mean, I'm having a hard time seeing this any other way. And what's crazy is that I've been suspecting that Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem. Obviously,
I haven't seen that once. Well, that's because people are going around and like slapping, you know, anti-Israel stuff on everything, you know. Finish the previous shorter video. This one's 5 minutes long. The other one's 30 minutes long. We're watching this one first.
With Hassan platforming Houthi terrorists and showing unfettered terrorist propaganda on his channel. But now, they've unbanned Sneeko.
Down with the Yahood! Down with the Yahood!
And they've just unbanned Fresh and Fit this week. These are 2 of the most
Both of them have been banned from Twitch since the ADL meeting. They banned them too. They got caught in the crossfire.
Prolific Jew-hating creators on the entire internet. And these are the 2 they've targeted to bring back. Now, taking this all in account, here's an officially sanctioned event at TwitchCon. Let's take a look at it and see what exactly is Twitch endorsing here.
Okay. It's the perfect transition to our first person, Hassan.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder where they're going to put Hassan.
The glazing is
I'm going to guess they're going to put him in Arab.
Uncomfortably heavy.
But he's a brother.
Yeah.
You know? So...
yeah, I think he'd be on Arab coded.
I mean, I would put him in Arab, to be honest.
I would put him also in Arab.
Which is great. That's the good one. That's the one you want.
Austin, let's go down the line.
He's Arab.
Arab.
He's Arab.
Arab.
He's
Arab.
Lebanese. Like,
Yeah.
Good job. Good job, Austin.
The next person is one of my favorite people, Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one.
That's Jewish.
Where's the...
Well, here's the thing, Sig. I don't even think that Ethan is going to the center. I think that he's staying exactly where he's at. Just like I've stayed basically, except for my economic takes, I've stayed basically exactly where I'm at on every social issue, on every like major political issue. I've basically stayed exactly the same, except for my economic takes, because I understand capitalism is a little bit more effective than socialism, right? But on that, the feels bad to realize your friend group are awful people. It does feel really fucking bad. And especially when like you have beef with like one person, or you have beef with like 1 or 2 people, and just like the way that they're acting, and you don't even want to like burn bridges or anything with them. It's just like, I just can't believe that you guys are saying this thing. And then all of them come out and start fucking relentlessly fucking attacking you and like shit talking you in public and in private. Like, that sucks ass. And I've gone through that, and that sucks ass. It's more perception or him allowing people like Hassan to push him in a direction to stay complacent, basically like what you went through. Yeah, exactly. I see like some similarities there. Not one-to-one, but similar ones, right? Where I can be chill, right? I can be chill with leftists. I can be chill with conservatives. I can be chill with people that disagree with me very easily. I do it all the fucking time, okay? I am the most like hardcore liberal person I know. Very few people, even in my own family, agree with politics in the way that I do, okay? Or in the way that I engage in politics, right? I'm very, very, very liberal, all right? Not leftist, liberal. But it feels like, especially when you, and I thought about this a couple of times in the time that I've been streaming, and I'll give a blanket apology to anyone that I've done that to. I can't think of any specific examples where I stopped talking to someone because of just like an opinion that they have that wasn't like beyond the fucking pale, right? Like the suspect sushi guy, me and him were friendly and all that, but it wasn't the fact that he was a conservative that made me not want to, associate with him anymore. It was the fact that he was a Proud Boy that sieged the fucking Capitol on January 6th. Like that was beyond the pale for me. Too much. It's more we follow the same rules, like we can yell at each other or argue, but disagreements don't affect our friendship, which is why we can be friends. Yeah. Right? But like, yeah. You stop talking to me because I'm pro-Israel? Well, that's because you're a Jew. I'm just kidding. Did you DM him and were like, not cool, bro? No, but I was the first person on Twitch Politics that knew that he was a Proud Boy because he emailed me from the official Proud Boy email address of West Virginia. So I did know that first. I didn't stop talking to him because he was a Proud Boy. I just thought he was fucking stupid. I just thought he was stupid. But I didn't stop engaging with him. I didn't stop, I thought it was really stupid. And that was when I had like a more mixed opinion on the Proud Boys than I do now. And especially like after January 6th, where they actively plotted and, took to heart what Donald Trump said, the stand back and stand by, with all of the messages that leaked from Enrique Tarrio and all of them, Did you meet up with him in West Virginia? No, dog. I was like literally on the border, like the tri-state area of Virginia, Maryland, and West Virginia. I was barely in West Virginia. I played Minecraft with him and the other conservatives. God, they were hateful people. Yeah, I just don't like hateful people or hateful movements, Proud Boys are I don't know if they've been designated as a terrorist group in the United States. America's problem now. Well, it was our problem to begin with. All right. It was the first time that we've exported extremists to you. All right. You guys send us the Lauren Southerns and the Jordan Petersons and the Steven Crowders. You guys send us all these fucking extremists. And you guys can't live with one conservative bro group? Please. Proud Boy started in Canada? Oh. Never mind. I knew it was all bad. Anyways. Someone met up with him. Maybe it was Dylan Burns. I don't know. That was a long time ago. The leader spawned in Canada. Why are Canadians so fucked up? All right, let's finish this. We'll go back.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one.
That's Jewish.
Dude, where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zionist. That was a joke. That was just a joke in my.
So that right there, they know that they're not talking about people that just like hummus. They're pointing out that he's Jewish.
They're missing a category for Zionist.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one.
Jewish.
Dude, where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zionist. That was a joke. That was just a joke in my.
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
We're very proud of you, Denims, for bringing anti-Semitism right on stage, and you guys are killing it. And may I point out here, Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung.
Tron, I'm giving you a second here of silence so that you can cut this out. Please stop telling me to stop the Twitch stream. Nothing here is TOS. Nothing here is against the rules. Everything is fine. Stop telling me. The more that you bring up that it's TOS, the more likely people are going to be looking for any kind of infraction to report me on. You bringing it up in chat is worse than letting me do TOS stuff. But this isn't TOS. We literally have the community guidelines up right here. There are no slurs being said. There is nothing that is part of this. True Ari Alien. All right. We're continuing to go. Now.
Do you know that there is an Arab to Jew tier list happening in front of your sponsor? And you guys were so kind to sitting right in front of them. Chevron, Samsung, and Capcom. By the way, a bit of irony. I love that they're boycotting hummus and sitting in front of a Chevron logo. Like.
And also, do y'all know why they chose Sabra hummus? He said it was because Israelis have it in their pantries or whatever the fuck. Okay. It's also from TwitchCon. If you can't cover TwitchCon on Twitch, yeah, where the fuck can you? But if you guys don't know this, BDS Sabra. The reason they said love Sabra. I am a human. Thank you. Jesus. Wait, it's not even taking me to campaigns. Sabra hummus. The BDS movement is boycott, divest, and sanction Israel. Boycott, divestment, and sanctions is a Palestinian-led movement for freedom, justice, and equality. So they're talking about Israelis. They're talking about Jews. My mom loves that Sabra shit. It's like soy slop hummus. There's better hummus out there, okay? There's better hummus out there. But I won't say that it's the worst hummus. I've had worse hummus. Do you honestly think Ethan really gives a shit about this? Yes, I do. The only reason he is making a deal about it is because he wants people banned and playing a racism card. No, I think that he does care about this because all these people were his friends before, and now they've just like painted him in. Yeah, it's probably racist, but it's such low tier, harmless stuff. It might feel that way to you, all right? But when there are people who are like your friends who have started like throwing shit at you fucking constantly on a daily fucking basis, there's some more shit thrown at Ethan and his wife and his children for being Israeli from his ex-friends while they pretend like they like still have a nice relationship. Ethan barely talked about Hassan over the past couple of months, but Hassan has defended Frogan and all these other people for saying fucking crazy things about Ethan specifically. And it's constant. And on top of all of that, if this was happening from anybody else towards any other ethnic group, these people right here would be the ones trying to get them banned. Would I normally care about this much? No, I honestly wouldn't. But again, like I've said like 40 times during this stream, what fucking like absolutely kills me about the world that we live in right now is that there is no accountability for anybody depending on where you are. If you're in MAGA, there's no accountability for Trump. If you're a leftist, there's no accountability for anti-Semitism. And depending on what platform you're on, it can be more or less sanctioned depending on who you are. These people have been saying fucking crazy things that I would never dream of fucking saying or doing on stream against groups that I dislike. I would never dream of doing it because I would get banned. But they know that they won't get banned. It took the ADL getting into a fucking, like, into a meeting with the CEO and the board of fucking Twitch for anything, any kind of action to be taken. That's why it matters to me. Because it's fucking ridiculous that some people can get away with some of the worst fucking vitriolic, racist shit in the entire fucking world and get away with it. And then, like, I have a philosophical fucking disagreement about, like, the definition of some terms and I'll get perma-banned. They will openly deny things that happened on October 7th, which have evidence for them, which is explicitly against the rules. I didn't know that that was against the rules, like in the way that it was laid out, but where is it? Let's find that. You can't glorify violence, physical harm, or death against individuals or groups that are on the basis of a protected characteristic. Why are these people not banned when they say, yes, Hezbollah killing the IDF dogs? Hezbollah, by the way, are aggressors in this. They literally started bombing Israel before they had any action taken in Gaza. October 7th happened, and Israel was fucking attacked by a terrorist group where they just killed 1,400, 1,200, whatever the fucking number is, number of fucking civilians. And then the next day, Hezbollah starts bombing them. They're not protecting the fucking Palestinian people. They're attacking the Jews. Where is mock the event or victims or deny the occurrence of well-documented hate crimes or deny the existence of documented acts of mass murder or genocide against a protected group? What happened on October 7th? What happened on October 7th? It was the mass murder of Jews. They weren't killed because they were Israelis. They were killed because they were Jews. They said as much. But these people can go around and do literally whatever the fuck they want on Twitch. Short of saying the N-word, they can say literally fucking anything that they want on stream with no repercussions. It's fucking insane. And it can't be allowed to just like happen like this. It just can't. The world can't go in a direction where the worst fucking extremist piece of shit. I almost said something that might have been bad, okay? Horrible human beings. They can say whatever disgusting fucking things that they want and have no repercussions for it. That's not the way that the world should go. It's the way that our political system is going. It's the way that the internet is going. It's the way that fucking social interactions in real life are going. As long as you have the correct opinion, you can do whatever the fuck you want within certain groups. And Twitch is a group that is fine with terrorist fucking propaganda. Is it a 30-day ban, some sort of consequence? That only happened after. They've been doing this shit for a year. Since the bodies were cooling off in the hot desert Israeli sun. As they were cooling off, these people were saying crazy fucking shit supporting Hamas. For a year, they have no, it's not better late than never. Because if they don't start enforcing the rules evenly going forward after those people get off their ban, then we're right back to square one. It took a massive coordinated campaign to get the attention of the ADL for any action to be taken in the first place. I anticipate nothing changes short of Clancy stepping down as CEO. Well, here's the thing. The ADL said that they're going to monitor this going forward. There's like two and to be clear, like these Twitter accounts, I don't support 100% of everything they do, right? But like Stop Anti-Semitism or whatever the fuck Twitter account that is, like they now have, their fingers on the pulse of what's going on at Twitch. So now there are actual fucking watchdog organizations having to watch twitch.com to make sure that extremist content doesn't start cropping up again. Oh, fuck them, they dox. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not saying that I like co-sign that organization or anything, but I'm saying like organizations that would care about this are now watching Twitch like a fucking hawk, you know? Yeah. I mean, it's spooky to realize how many young kids Hassan is turning into racists. Yeah, and then like I have a lot of friends from when I was in high school, people that I've known for a long time. I have family members that are teachers, and the stories that you hear, like now, I haven't heard a ton of these, but I've heard enough from people that I know are teachers to know that this is a problem right now. Like kids making anti-Semitic jokes in class, like on a regular basis, whether it's because they saw Sneeko and fucking Andrew Tate do it, or it's because they saw Hassan or some other crazy lefty do it. Kids making jokes about Jews during, like lessons on the Holocaust. If I was a teacher right now and a kid did that shit while I was teaching about the Holocaust, I would get fired. Because I would sit down and I would pull up fucking YouTube videos that are age restricted of fucking Holocaust victims, walking skeletons, walking down the fucking road just so that they could understand who they're making jokes about. That'd probably be a fireable offense. Can't show kids, genocided fucking corpses, to prove a point. But I think it might stick with them. Anyways, let's finish the video. Sorry. And that was a long response to it's probably racist, but it's such low-tier, harmless stuff. Some of it's low-tier, harmless stuff, and I don't care about those things. I only care because of the lack of consistency. I only care because of the uneven enforcement of the rules. Like, it's just insane. You should show Schindler List. I'm not even going to respond to you guys unless you guys can spell a name fucking correctly in chat. If you guys send me a chat, even if I understand what you're trying to say, and it doesn't have at least approaching 6th grade grammar rules, I'm ignoring it. Okay? I love you guys. Schindler's List. I actually haven't even seen Schindler's List. I want to watch Schindler's List, but I have not had a chance to see it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I wonder which one's doing more damage. Okay. We know Twitch is like place favorites with everything. If they were really serious about anti-Semitism, Sneeko and Fresh and Fit would never have been brought back to the platform. It's just a no-brainer, right? But they were welcomed back with open arms. And I mean, their whole platform essentially for the past year has just been anti-Semitism. I'm not even kidding. That's literally all they talk about. I don't know what to say. You know, I've been put in this position where like, I watch this clip and I'm like, what the fuck am I actually watching? This is mad. I need to say something. Chevron, Samsung, and Capcom, they deserve to know. You know, I know Capcom put in a Shmuley the Rabbi in the next Street Fighter game, who attacks with dreidels and throws foreskin. So they are very in touch with the Jewish identity. So we're going to have to ask them. That's it.
Yes, Tron, that's true.
I know there's going to be lots of obfuscating and excuses for this video. And
oh, look at him. He has a signed poster of fucking Hamilton, the one musical I refuse to watch on principle.
You know, let's be real, guys. Let's just look at this optically. Imagine this flipped. Super Jew and colonizer on the bottom, right? And I go, Frogan, we know where she goes. She goes to the bottom. Like, let's be fucking real, okay? No one else would get that treatment. So don't even try to pretend or act like this is some innocent little mistake and that one of the guys there is Jewish. I just don't care. I'm glad you have a Jewish friend. That's very nice. But at the end of the day, let's get real, okay? Get your shit together.
And that's one thing. That's one thing that's really hard about dog whistles, right? And this is one of the things that the left had a problem with during the conservative, Renaissance, until like 2018, 2019, 2018, I would say is when like the extremists started falling off and getting banned or stopped streaming or posting videos or whatever. The dog whistles are really hard to point out to people who aren't willing to listen that they're dog whistles, right? Well, they're not talking about, black people. They're just talking about inner city crime, these sorts of things, depending on who's saying them and what they're talking about, you can kind of read between the lines and you know what they're talking about. They know what they're talking about. The audience knows what they're talking about. But they want that air of plausible deniability, which is why they don't just come out and say it. Are you conflating inner city crime and black people? No, that would be what the conservatives did back in the day, the people that I argued with. And so now, this dog whistle is love Sabra hummus. It's not about hummus. It's because it's on the BDS boycott, divest, sanction against Israel. Loving Sabra means you love Israel, which means you're one of them. That's what this means. Sabra means Israeli Jew? Really? I didn't know that. Or are you saying that's what it means to them? Or you mean the actual word Sabra? No Habibi for you. I'm not throwing out my SodaStream. Wait, is SodaStream on there? Huh. Is that an Israeli product? If I translate from what would be Hebrew. No, that's not it. Is a modern Hebrew term that defines any Jew born in Israel. Oh, that makes this so much more naked and horrible. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, it's so much less of a dog whistle. Why do you have 3 soda streams? Put those on fucking Facebook Marketplace, dude. All right, let's keep going. Let's watch this.
Was something he apologized profusely for after getting banned. But then the spotlight on the situation shifted after Klein put out a video last Thursday called Twitch Has a Major Problem. And in that video, Ethan claims that Twitch harbors anti-Semites and actively ignores it. And as some evidence, he points out that Twitch recently unbanned Sneeko and Fresh and Fit, right? Content creators that are unambiguously anti-Semitic. And then on top of that, he highlighted this segment from an official panel at TwitchCon where multiple Arab content creators alongside some non-Arabs made a tier list.
Well, it's a panel hosted by Frogan and 4 of her friends, in which they have a tier list where they rate people where good is Arab and bottom is loves Sabra. Sabra is a very popular hummus brand. I know in Israel, it's pretty much in everybody's refrigerator, and it's kosher. They're an American company, but they've been the subject of the pro-Palestine boycott.
Wait, is Sabra not even an Israeli? Wait, what's their section on the website for this? Why do they not have a link on the Sabra one? Come on. BDS Sabra. Did they take down just this page? Hold on. Someone in chat, copy link address. Someone in chat, please. Where is... Someone click that link. Oh, of course, it's... Not that link. Someone look up BDS Sabra and click the first link. Cloudflare. Did they take down the section of their website for Sabra? Or is my internet just fucking up? They are being DDoSed? Oh, well, maybe that makes sense why the rest of the website's not. No, because this is... No, their website can't be being DDoSed unless just that one section is being DDoSed, but I doubt that. Action. But there's no link to it here. Yeah, no, I don't think it would be a DDoS. Huh. Okay, well, I just wanted to see that it... Wait, I guess I could just do this. Sabra hummus. And then go to... It's a US-based company. It's not even an Israeli company. Okay.
I mean, it's kind of just Arab good, Jew bad. I mean, I'm having a hard time seeing this any other way. And what's crazy,
I don't have like a principled stance against boycotts. I don't think that they're particularly effective unless they're like highly organized, and these things aren't usually highly organized. But I don't have anything against boycotting, but like you should boycott for specific reasons. It's the same thing that I have, the same take that I have when it comes to the same take that I have when it comes to protesting. You should have a specific aim that you should then take action about, and the action has to highlight what is the issue, right? So if you're gonna protest something, you should do a specific action that highlights the injustice. If you're going to boycott something, you should boycott something that has a specific purpose. You're highlighting something specific. This isn't highlighting anything specific. You're not targeting anyone specific. You're targeting a US-based company for Israel. I don't know.
is that I've been suspecting that Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem. Obviously, it started with Hassan platforming Houthi terrorists and showing unfettered terrorist propaganda on his channel.
And then along with that, Klein also added,
All right, last thing, and then we gotta watch the video, okay? Sorry, I was reading this, I didn't even hear what he said. No, I don't believe him. He absolutely doesn't give a shit about this. That this is racist or arbitrary Jew, good Jew, bad. It's all about spite and revenge. He's grifting for views. He doesn't have to grift for views. If he's grifting for views, he's like the worst person ever at it. But I'm pretty sure that this guy who's been in this industry for so fucking long probably has some idea about the space itself and what will and what won't generate views in a positive way, right? Just starting a fight with someone that you have a large overlap with is not going to be positive view growth, all right? It's very likely going to be negative growth because people stop following you. People side with the other person. I think not every single thing is someone grifting. Sometimes people are just legitimately upset about something, all right? That's something that you guys can always trust me. I cannot think of a single issue that I was not actually invested in that I got upset about or that I, made videos about or went around arguing with people about. I have to actually care about the actual topic. So if you see me and I'm talking about a topic, it's because I at least mostly care about this thing. And you can usually tell when I don't. You can usually tell when I'm like phoning it in and I'm just watching it because people want me to watch it.
Semitism problem. Obviously, it started with Hassan platforming Houthi terrorists and showing unfettered terrorist propaganda on his channel.
And then along with that, Klein also added,
if they were really serious about anti-Semitism, Sneeko and Fresh and Fit would never have been brought back to the platform. It's just a no-brainer, right? But they were welcomed back with open arms. And I mean, their whole platform essentially for the past year has just been anti-Semitism. I'm not even kidding. And that's literally all they talk about.
Now, all of that then led to Frogan, who's a mod for Hassan Piker's stream and also streams herself, responding and writing on Twitter. Even Klein lied again and said myself, Arabs, which is the show, and our guest did a tier list where, quote, good equals Arab and Jew equals bad, which isn't what happened. Our tier list was, quote, who has Habibi Pass, which is a meme tier list we did with a variety of creators. Here is...
This is why I want to watch that panel. I want to get some context because I've seen a long clip of this and hoping that there would be some context that, praying that I was wrong, that the initial, impression that it was giving me wasn't the real thing, but it was like, again, it's just like the weird dog whistly thing. This just feels like Nick Fuentes strats. Yeah, exactly.
the clip with the context, but then sharing a clip from that event and adding, the whole basis of my podcast, Arabs with Capri and Rap, is that we are all Arabs from different religious backgrounds. I am Muslim, Capri is Christian, and Rap is Jewish. Sabra hummus is objectively the worst hummus to exist and is the unfortunate standard of hummus in the US. Right, and so with that,
why would you create the list from Arab to love Sabra? What is the love Sabra? Why is that included as the bottom tier? Oh, you just wanted to make a statement on fucking hummus all of a sudden? Shut the fuck up. That shit's so fucking cringe.
you had some feeling that was a reasonable response.
He knows Raph is Jewish. As someone is there live, it was all lighthearted and good fun. They all booed and then called him a Zionist and then put him on the bottom tier. Okay. Imagine taking an obvious joke so personally. Kind of sad, really. Oh, look at that. Sieg. You guessed it right.
Though others still called it a dog whistle to say Israeli without saying, especially given the context Klein gave earlier about its popularity in Israel. However, all of that was kind of just the tip of the iceberg, because Rogan ended up deciding just a day later to open up an entirely new can of worms after saying on stream,
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Boo fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. The ones the ones I'm like whatever about the U.S. soldiers are the ones that like acknowledge that like what they did was wrong. They didn't know back then. Whatever. You're a good person in my book. The U.S. military that are like, yeah, like, you know, I did this back then, but now I know it's wrong. Like, I'm changed. Like, imperialism, this. You don't deserve the PTSD. But, like, any other motherfucker, you're joining them. You're like, oh my God, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
Now, with that, she did eventually give a sort of apology, but even with that, many users pointed out that Twitch's hateful conduct specifically covers veteran status. So they argued.
I wanted to go back so I could read what she said. She says, the U.S. military has conducted some of the most horrific crimes against humanity in the modern era in countries such as Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Lebanon, and Palestine. My anger is directed at individuals who are currently championing these war crimes as if they liberated my people. I'm sorry. There were almost certainly war crimes that U.S. personnel did, right? And if you want to know how those people are doing now, all right? If you want to know what those people are doing now, Donald Trump pardoned a group of them. What? Right before the 2020 election? Or am I wrong on that? I'm like 99% sure. Trump, pardon. Were they Blackwater? A SEAL or two that did something fucked up? Oh, did he pardon Navy SEAL? So, like, we'll hold our people accountable when they do war crimes, unless, like, someone like Donald Trump gets in office and then they'll get pardoned. Good luck on voting for the Green Party. Good luck voting for the Green Party. That'll definitely show Donald Trump and all those war crime people. Okay? But like to say that like the US has done the worst war crimes in modern history, like look at Russia and what they did to Chechnya and what they're doing to Ukraine, what they did to fucking Syria. Look at all of the fucking terrorist groups all over the Middle East, ISIS and shit like that. Those were all war crimes. But it's the US military that does all the bad shit. I'm sorry. Like I am all for criticizing U.S. institutions when they deserve criticism. And you can criticize the U.S. Military for doing bad things. But you should criticize the U.S. military for doing bad things when they do bad things. And you should criticize the specific actions, especially if no action has been taken. But we usually take action against war criminals, usually. How many military tribunals do you think ISIS held for their people when they did stuff that was illegal or bad? All right, let's watch this 23-second clip real quick.
See, that's based. We need to put it in Love Sabra.
Yeah. I know the other people are in there derogatory, but he's in there just like neutral.
Yeah. Jinxie loves Sabra.
No fucking way.
See, that's based. We need to put it in Love Sabra.
Yeah. I know the other people are in there derogatory, but he's in there just like neutral.
Yeah. Jinxie loves Sabra, not derogatory.
Sorry. Sorry, Mike.
He's like, no, I really fuck with Sabra. I'm not gonna
love
do
it.
Yeah. That's why we put you on the Sabra category. Sabra's not hummus, dude. See, that's based. We need to put.
Bro. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Can I tell you a story?
Wait, was Frogan's cousin a Hezbollah soldier? No fucking way. This is real. Okay.
Can you bleep it?
Yeah, but can we watch this and you tell me the story? You want to
It's true. It's relevant. I swear.
Okay, tell me.
My cousin gave us his old Xbox and his username was Hezbollah something. And then we were like, bro, this motherfucker's about to get us put on a list.
That's really funny.
Why bleep that?
Yeah, why bleep that? Was he an American or is he from there?
He's American. He died.
Okay.
Recently.
Yeah. Then we're good.
In what, the war or just generally?
Remember I told you my cousin died last year?
Yeah.
Then.
Okay.
Oh. Do you still want to bleep it?
We don't have to. I don't know. I don't want to be put on a list. Can I tell you a story?
That's okay. I won't.
They give a sorta apology, but even with that, many users pointed out that Twitch's hateful conduct specifically covers veteran status, so they argued that she should be banned, arguing things like Twitch ban logic. Frogan saying military service.
Friend of the stream, Nicholas Iorio. Twitch ban logic. Frogan saying military service members should get PTSD, no suspension. E-girl streams softcore porn, approximately 24 hours suspension. Asmongold calling Muslims inferior, 14-day suspension. Being a Jew in Israel, unable to even create an account on the website.
Back into America.
Now with that, she did eventually give a sorta apology, but even with that, many users pointed out that Twitch's hateful conduct specifically covers veteran status, so they argued that she should be banned, arguing things like Twitch ban logic. Frogan saying military service members should get PTSD, no suspension. E-girl streams softcore porn, 24-hour suspension. Asmongold calling Muslims inferior, 14-day suspension. Being a Jew in Israel, unable to even create an account on the website. We'll say we're going to talk about that last bit at the end of the story. But like always with situations like this led to people digging up old clips of her saying other questionable things. Like with a clip where it appears that she may be hinting that her cousin may be involved with Hezbollah. But either way, by Monday, Twitch eventually cracked down and banned Frogan, which led many to believe that it was because she was wishing American veterans get PTSD. However, it appears that that is not the official reason. Instead, it appears that it was because of her comments on that TwitchCon panel, which is over a month ago, because they also banned the others on that panel, which also led to calls that it was being racist against Middle Eastern voices. And then on top of that, Twitch permanently banned Sneeko, something that Klein felt was necessary if they wanted to tackle anti-Semitism seriously. And it also looks like the decision was in part taken because of pressure from the Anti-Defamation League, with the ADL even tweeting out a whole thread on this that started by saying, ADL spoke with the Twitch staff today after becoming aware of several concerning incidents on the social media platform and/or involving Twitch streamers in the past week, with them then going on to mention Frogan by name. And so with all this, we've seen Frogan not happy with her 30-day ban, saying 30-day ban for saying people like bottom of the barrel hummus, but other people get 2 weeks for advocating for the genocide of Palestinians.
That's true, letting her go. Forcing people like Frogan to apologize is the biggest humiliation for people like that. True. Did she apologize? Absolutely not. She's already doubled down on Twitter. Link it to me. Testy, link it to me. Oh, 1 second, sorry. 30-day ban for saying people like bottom of the barrel hummus. Yeah, you lying sack of shit. But other people get 2 weeks for advocating for the genocide of Palestinians. You've been advocating for the genocide of Jews for like the past year, okay? Fuck off.
got it. Or with that last part, pretty obvious reference to Asmund Gold's ban. But with all of that said, like that doesn't even bring us close to the end of all this. Because after the ban of Frogan and others on that panel, many of whom were avid pro-Palestinian voices, content creators like Hassan Piker began to react in frustration. And in particular to a lot of these controversies being spread and encouraged by various subreddits and the creators associated with them, to which Hassan said,
there is no winning in this battle. Okay? There is no winning in this battle.
There hasn't been a battle. This is the first bit of pushback you losers have gotten in a year. The first bit of pushback that you guys have gotten in a year. The first action taken against you people for breaking blatantly. Where'd it go? Oh, I have to... You can't mock the event or the victims or deny the occurrence of well-documented hate crimes or deny the existence of documented acts of mass murder or genocide against a protected group. All of these people have been denying things that happened on October 7th for a year. For a year. Moral deficiencies. How many times has Hassan go on to talk about the moral deficiencies of the fucking Israelis? Not of the government, of people who are Israeli. Post, upload, or otherwise share hateful images or symbols, including symbols of established hate groups. The Houthis. Their flag right here. What does it mean? It says, God is the greatest, death to America, death to Israel, curse be upon the Jews, victory to Islam. And Hassan has been playing fucking recruitment videos from the Houthis. And where's the one where it says you can't? Where's the one where it talks about you can't watch here. You may not display or link terrorist or extremist propaganda, including graphic pictures or footage of terrorist or extremist violence, even for the purposes of denouncing such content. But Hassan can. Oh.
There's nothing
so
in this battle.
Reddit's and the creative.
There is no battle. There is no battle. You guys haven't been battling. This is the opening salvo. This is the opening salvo, and you're already saying there's no winning in this fight. There's no winning in this fight. There's winning in this fight. But you guys, the second you get any fucking pushback from institutions that you think are on your side, you immediately fucking just cave. Because you expect, like you're entitled to protection from Twitch. You expect them to never take action against you. Because you have the right politics and they agree with you, right?
Okay? There's no winning in this battle. There's nothing you and I or this community or anyone can do. Nothing at all. This is precisely the reason why I just eat it.
$20,000 worth of fucking jewelry on for his Twitch stream. but he's just like us proles.
Every fucking day. Okay? For the past 12 months. For the past 12 months. This has been endless. Okay?
Endless? You guys haven't received a singular ban over this. You guys have worked with fucking impunity. Impunity.
When they can't get anything off of me and my statements, then they fucking turn around and, you know, pick apart different statements from the chat. If they can't do that, they go after people that are also pro-Palestinian, but have smaller audiences.
Hassan then went on to claim that many people's opinions are turned into a caricature of who they are. Like, for example, he says that Muslim people are often painted as anti-Semitic no matter what, and with that arguing that there isn't much he can do to change people's minds about it.
There is nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do. All I can do is just take it. Just like all Capri Sun Poppy and Frogan and everyone else that's getting banned in this mass ban wave, all they can do is take it.
But then at almost the exact same time Hassan was making these statements on his stream, Klein was also streaming. With most of that criticizing Twitch for having an anti-Semitism problem, right? Talking about the recent unbans and criticizing people like Hassan for letting it become commonplace on Twitch. And among his problems with Hassan is that he's promoting this guy from Yemen who many think, Klein included, is actively involved in Houthi piracy. But
Even Hassan says that this guy's a Houthi. Someone find me that clip. Hassanabi Houthi interview. I'm pretty sure at the beginning of this, he's like, yeah, we're interviewing a Houthi.
I'm trying to interview the young Yemeni, in quotes, pirate who's a TikToker and need help. How the fuck are you going to interview him? I'm going to interview him by having someone who speaks Arabic on. Yeah, I'm talking to him right now. I'm doing journalism, chat. Calm down. Okay? Here, this is the guy. Yeah, Tim Houthi Chalamet. Brogan is definitely going to find someone. Wait, you are not posting this in the Discord. That's crazy. I was wondering why I got a notification. Thanks, Frogan. You're doing brilliant work back here. Let me just DM him again and say,
Frogan facilitating the fucking Houthi coming on.
I am trying to find someone to translate our conversation. What platform is best to talk on? Is that a good way to say it? He said Instagram. Okay, that works. He said, Hasna, wait a few minutes until I set up the lighting. Bro, this dude is a professional, dude. He said, wait a few minutes until I set up the lighting, dog. Let's see if this works. I'm calling now. Oh my God, it's working. All right, so what do you want me to call you? Foda? Is that how I say your name?
No, it's Fuad.
Fuad? Oh, Fuad.
Yeah.
Okay, Fuad, what's up?
Okay, they cut it out on this. He's like, yes, we're talking to the Houthi. Someone please find me that quote from the beginning of that. From the beginning of this stream. Or whichever one I clicked on a second ago. Because they cut it out there. Oh, did he say it? I just missed it? Fuck.
I'm trying to interview the young Yemeni, in quotes, pirate who's a TikToker and need help. How the fuck are you going to interview him? I'm going to interview him by having someone who speaks Arabic on. Yeah, I'm talking to him right now. I'm doing journalism, chat. Calm down. Okay? Here, this is the guy. Yeah, Tim Houthi Chalamet. Brogan is definitely going to find someone. Wait.
Yeah, they cut it out. Yes, I'm interviewing the Houthi kid. They edited it out.
this is others argue that at the very least he's just
because they know it's bad. Someone please find me that clip so I don't look like a fucking loser.
Guy that is extremely anti-Semitic. Klein also blasted Hassan and others because of clips like this.
I think like anyone who does our general job, and especially someone like him who I only make $3 million a month. I'm middle class. He makes $30 million a month.
He's
I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I understood him correctly. Did he just
because of clips like this?
I think like anyone who does our general job, and especially someone like him who I only make $3 million a month. I'm middle class. He makes $30 million a month.
He's upper middle class.
He's upper middle class. And it's like, we won the lottery. Why are you bitching about the...
This motherfucker says you are rich, so why do you care about anti-Semitism? Also, like, Hassan is as rich, like probably as rich as I am. Let's be honest. He downplays his wealth. He gets like the same concurrent viewers as we do, and he collects all the money straight to the dome himself. Okay, so like, this.
Are they saying $3 million a month is middle class? Okay. They're taking the piss. Okay. Because I don't know who that other guy is. I don't know what his, whole thing is about. So I don't know what his
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me. Of course.
Did they really edit that shit out?
I'm trying to interview the young Yemeni, in quotes, pirate who's a TikToker and need help. How the fuck are you going to interview him? I'm going to interview him by having someone who speaks Arabic on. Yeah, I'm talking to him right now. I'm doing journal.
They edited it out. Holy shit. They know that it's bad for him to say and acknowledge that the guy's a literal fucking terrorist.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me. Of course I'm about to have a... I'm a journalist, okay? This is... Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes.
هل أنت جزء من الحوثيين؟
What? Yemeni.
Yeah, I know you're you're Yemeni, but are you a member of the Houthis? I'll have the thing ask it again.
هل أنت جزء من الحوثيين؟
الحوثيين يمنيين.
You're Houthi and Yemeni.
الحوثي يمني.
All right. All right, everyone. I hope you were recording that.
Jesus Christ. Can't say alleged. He is now confirmed. From his own mouth.
This motherfucker says you are rich, so why do you care about anti-Semitism? Also, like Hassan is probably as rich as I am. Let's be honest. He downplays as well. He gets like the same concurrent viewers as we do, and he collects all the money straight to the dome himself. Okay, so like the same logic. Just say, hey, Hassan, why are you getting so worked up about Gaza, man? We won the lottery. You're rich, dude. Just chill. Like, what a pathetic fucking response.
And honestly, I mean, for this part, it kind of just goes on and on from there because they're doing all these during live streams. We're talking about tons and tons of hours. I'll link to it down below. It's just something we can't cover point by point in this show. So if you want to do an even deeper dive, you have the tools at your fingertips. But then, as I promised I would come back and touch on, something that many people have pointed to as proof that Twitch was being anti-Semitic is the fact that Israelis weren't able to sign up to the site. But among others, you had political commentators like Destiny bringing this up, and also Twitch said that it fixed it shortly afterwards, saying when signing up for a Twitch account, you can select an account verification method, email, or phone.
This is a lie, by the way. It has been proven by looking at the code of the website that when you try to sign up with a phone, it blocks it. It never sends you the phone, like the 6-digit code. Crazy.
Phone for added protection. Following the October 7th, 2023 attacks, we temporarily disabled signups with email verification in Israel and Palestine. And going on to claim we did this to prevent uploads of graphic material related to the attack and to protect the safety of users. But Twitch then going on to say that not letting users sign up with an email later on, that was a mistake and just an oversight and that it's fixed now. So this, as you might have noticed, there was a big community note on it. With that note claiming that Twitch's explanation is not true and that even phone verification signups weren't working. With now all of that said and as things continue to play out in real time, I gotta pass the question off to you. What are your thoughts with this mess? Any and all.
Interesting. All right. We're going to have to get to these tomorrow because I just looked at the time and I have to get off now. Okay. But just to like in closing, for today, okay. These people have received consequences for their actions for the first time and they're making a big stink about it. It's totally fucking unacceptable. Defending them or trying to say that they weren't being at the very least like weirdly racist. What time tomorrow? I'm going to aim for it's going to be earlier. All right? It's going to be earlier. But we need more accountability in the fucking world. Okay? Not fake accountability where you go around and you ban people for no fucking reason or for really stupid reasons. Talk about actual real accountability for even like fuck. If I transgress, then yeah, me too. But I'm talking about for everyone. Everyone needs to have the rules applied to them evenly. Twitch needs to tell people why they've been banned in a way that people can actually like understand why they got banned and then, you know, change their behavior accordingly. Damn, I work till 4 tomorrow? Yeah, I won't be able to do it tomorrow. Sorry, buddy. Not that late. But yeah, anyways, I love you guys very much. And I'll see you tomorrow. Really quick, though. Let's see who's streaming right now. We're going to raid into Resi. Okay? Raid Reservoir. All right. I love you guys very much. Sorry it was kind of a shorter stream altogether, given that not only was it a short stream, but I also had to leave for 30 minutes in the middle. But I will catch you guys next time, all right? Love you guys.